And we are live. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? I hope y'all doing good today. Want to welcome y'all to the Beast Pod, where we talk all things youth football, strategies, tactics, and most importantly, this is where you get your questions answered. And for those who don't know, I am your host, Coach Beast, man. How are y'all doing today? How are y'all doing? Man, I'm super excited about the show today. We're going to get to it. We're going to talk about why do youth football programs collapse mid-season, particularly in October. This is a big one. This is a big one because usually when I come up with topics on the show, a lot of the topics I come up with are based on the questions I get from you guys. You know, a lot of you are dealing with problems in your programs. A lot of you guys are dealing with a nightmare season. A lot of you guys are struggling on defense. So we're going to address all of those things today. I'm really pumped to talk about it because I want to help you guys. This is what this show is all about. We are a high octane show that's all about helping youth football coaches win more games, score more points, be successful, be the standard of the league in your league. That's what it's all about, man. So do me a solid real quick before we get into it. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. This will help me out big times. This will let the algorithm know that we are live, and then to reach out to other coaches, letting them know that we are live, man. So do me a solid and hit that like button. Also, really excited about this. Got to share this one. Really excited about it. So on the show today, on the YouTube side, if we hit 50 likes on the show, I'm giving away my entire defensive system. Okay. I'm going to say that again. If we hit 50 likes on the show on YouTube, I'm giving away my entire defensive system. What is my system? I'm glad you asked. My entire defensive system is the 4-4 Reaper defense, the 6-2 Savage defense, and the 4-2-5 Ring of Fire defense. So if we hit 50 likes, one lucky coach is getting my entire system. But check this out. That's not all. If we hit 60 likes, I'm going to give it away to 2 coaches. If we hit 70 likes, I'm going to give it away to, you guessed it, 3 coaches. 80 likes, 4 coaches. 90 likes, 5 coaches. And if we hit 100, 6 coaches is going to get the entire defensive system. So I'm really excited about it because we like to give away free stuff over here on the Beast Pod, guys. So let's get into the show. So this is my favorite part of the show. It's called Rep Your Squad. What I need you to do is put your city and state where you're coming from and let me know what team you are coaching so I can give you guys a shout out. Go ahead and drop your city and state and where you're from and the team that you coach so I can show you guys some love. First and foremost, I want to say shout out to Coach Hayden up in, let's see, Georgetown, New York, I would imagine. Let me see. He put but I think he meant New York. Shout out to you and your squad. We got Coach Brown in the house from Columbus, Ohio. Shout out to you, Coach, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Beast Pod. And guys, do not be shy with putting your squad. Shout out to Players Chance Zero from Oklahoma, Savannah, Oklahoma. Shout out to you. We got Coach White in the house from Forest, Virginia. Shout out to his 11 to 13-year-old squad. We got Helmet Man in the house from Toledo, Ohio. Shout out to him and his Wildcats squad. Shout out to you. We got Coach West in the house from Morristown, Tennessee, right next door to me. Right next door to me. Shout out to him and his Westview Middle School squad. We got Coach Mike G in the house. Shout out to him and his 6U South Lake Soldier squad. Love that name from, let me see, Clearmont, Florida. Shout out to you. We got coaches all over the place, from east to west. Shout out to Magnificent. I like that. I like that play on words. From Philly, Pennsylvania, Philly, PA, Laura Moreland Lions, baby. I just love your swagger, coach. Let's see here. Let's go over to our YouTube family. Shout out to Coach Robertson. Coach Robertson, what's going on, man? Out of East Dublin, GA. Shout out to him in his middle school squad. We got Coach Harris in the house. Shout out to you, Coach Harris, aka Coach Cam, out of Greensboro, North Carolina. Shout out to his triad, Elite Duck Squad, 8U Squad. We got Coach G in the house. Shout out to you, Coach G from Roswell, New Mexico. Shout out to his Purple Rain Squad. He is a Beast Pod regular on the show. So, guys, if y'all ready to get this show on the road, give me a hell yeah in the comments. If y'all are ready to get the show on the road, give me a hell yeah. And also, guys, while y'all giving me a hell yeah, so for those who are new to the show, we always have a question, a theme for the show, and we have a panel segment now where you're able to share your opinion, give your voice, and actually be a part of the show. So the question, and by the way, I'm going to drop the link in a minute so you guys can actually be able to jump on the show. So I'm going to drop that link in a minute. If you're watching on TikTok or Facebook and you want to be a part of the show, what I want you to do right now is come on over to the YouTube side, okay? Come on over to the YouTube side, jump on the show. That's the only way you'll be able to jump on as a guest. And be sure to hit that like button. Guys, if you already hit that like button, do me a solid. Put like in the comments. I want you to put like in the comments if you already hit that like button. I want to see likes. Before we go any farther, I want to see likes. Shout out to TikTok dropping them likes. I want to see likes here on YouTube, guys. Let's go. Y'all know how I like to get down. Y'all know how I like to get down. There's only winners over here, right? It's only winners over here. Beast Nation means winners nation, right? So we support each other. We respect each other. We are a brotherhood over here. If we hit 50 likes, I'm giving away my entire defensive playbook system, man. I am pumped about it. So the question for the show, guys, and I'm about to get ready to drop the link, the guest link. The question is, why do you think most youth football teams fall apart by mid-season? Why do you think most youth football teams fall apart by mid-season? I want to know. I want to know right now. Let me know in the comments, in your opinion, and listen, there's no right or wrong answer. There's no right or wrong answer, okay? Why do you think teams fall apart by mid-season? Let me know in the comments. I got people on TikTok saying bad coaching and not enough talent. I got Helmet Man says complacency. Interesting. I got Fritz Fishing. He says discipline. I got King M. He says the parents. The parents. I got Coach Ray says, let me pull some stuff. I'm gonna give y'all some love here. Coach Ray says games not being won. Coach James says it's the culture. Very interesting. Let's see. Peter Pierce says parents and playing time. Let's see. Coach AH, me attitude. Ooh, I like that one. Me attitude. That's a good one. So, guys, let me know. Why do most teams fall apart mid-season by October? Y'all let me know. And while y'all putting that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to I'm going to pay some bills real quick, guys. The Beast Pod is sponsored by the Beast Bloodline Brotherhood for youth football coaches who want to build high-value youth football programs and be a high-value youth football coach. If you're tired of watching the scoreboard embarrass you, get all 18 of my playbooks, plus every new one for life, plus lifetime coaching support as long as you are a member. Join us tonight. Let's make youth football great again, guys. Let's make youth football great again. So, again, guys, the Brotherhood is growing. It's growing day by day. If you guys are not a part of the Brotherhood, guys, you are missing out. That is my school membership. And if you guys are interested in joining, now, mind you, with the Brotherhood, understand that you get every new playbook that I drop. Not only the ones that, you know, a lot of you already got, a lot of you already purchased, which is cool. I appreciate you. But you also get every new playbook that I drop. And I'm here to let you know the Beast Wing T is about to drop. The Beast Wing T playbook is about to drop, but it's going to drop exclusively to the Beast Bloodline Brotherhood group first. Okay? So if you're interested in that, I'm going to put the link to the membership. If you're interested in learning more, all of that good stuff, the link is right here, okay, guys, in the comments, all right? So really appreciate you guys. Really appreciate you guys. So let's get to it. And so I want you guys to make sure, too, that you're taking notes because I'm going to quiz you guys on what I'm about to say. I want to talk about some of the reasons why defenses collapse. And then we're going to talk about reasons why, oh, man, this is a good one. We're going to talk about why defenses collapse, but we're going to talk about why coaching staffs collapse because, truth be told, in my opinion, these are two of the reasons why youth football programs collapse by October. And, of course, a lot of this data that I'm collecting, guys, is data that's coming directly from you guys. When I'm booking calls, when people book calls with me and they want to talk to me, I'm here to tell you 80% of the issue is one of these two issues. Coach, my defense, we can't stop nobody. Coach, look, Coach, we're putting up points, or we're competitive, but Coach, for some reason, we can't stop nobody. Of course, on the offensive side of the ball, what y'all think? What do y'all think that, you know, I get the most on these one-on-one calls, right? Coach, we can't block nobody. What do I do? We can't block nobody. But we'll get to offense in a minute. But this is the big one, guys. I see you, Coach. I see you fishing over there. I see you. Here's the other one. This is the big one. Coach, I can't stand my coaching staff. We don't get along. Our coaching staff, I want to coach. I can't even focus on football because the coaches are trying to call the plays. The coaches are subbing in players. And it's my job to sub in players. You got coaches trying to call the plays during the game, Coach. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. So let's break down, guys, and we're going to start with defense. Let's break down reasons why the defense collapsed, and then we're going to talk about the reasons why the coaching staff, are not getting along. Because here's the thing: we got to figure out, well, how did we get there in the first place, right? I can talk to you guys about what we can do to alleviate the situation, which we are going to get to solutions about it. But let's talk about how we got there in the first place. And I say that because if you know how you got there, now you know how to avoid getting back there the next time, right? Right? So we're going to get to the root cause. So number one, the number one reasons why your defense collapses is there are no standards in practice. There's no standards in practice. What I mean by that? Sloppy drills. You let little Johnny get away with whatever. Is no accountability. Little Johnny, he half-ass at practice with blocking. You let it go. Oh, man, it's okay. You're going to get it. Johnny, you're going to get it, man. Keep going. You teaching, but you're not critiquing. And then you have the kid repeat the wrong action, right? So instead of teaching, critiquing, and have the kid repeating and then sprinkling motivation there, you're just teaching and then you having them repeat. And for most of these kids, they're doing the wrong technique. They're not executing properly at practice because you're not critiquing them and fine-tuning their craft and what they do. Y'all got me? Coach Ray says, first year coaching, writing. Smart man. Shout out to you, Coach Ray. So number one, no standards in practice. You let any and everything go on. Sloppy practice. And mind you, this happened at the beginning of the season. Yeah. This happened at the beginning of the season. Before the season even start. Number two, poor tackling and fundamentals. I already talked about the fundamentals a little bit. But with tackling, I cannot tell you guys, if you notice, if you guys been following my content for the last about 2 weeks now, you've noticed that I've been posting a lot more drills, right? I've been posting a hell of a lot more drills on Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok. Why do you think I've been doing that? And by the way, shout out to all the first-time coaches, man. Shout out to all the first-time coaches on the show. Welcome to the Beast Pod. This one is for you guys, man. I'm telling you, this is going to be a masterclass on what not to do. Guys, I'm starting to cook already. This is going to be a masterclass on what not to do. So number two, guys, is poor tackling and fundamentals. You're not drilling home the basics. You equate a good tackle. I'm about to get into somebody's business with what I'm about to say. You equate a good tackle with a big hit. You don't care how they tackle. You just want to hear shoulder pads clack. You want to hear helmets clack. That's your definition of a big hit. Instead, you're not looking at the technique. Near shoulder. We teach hawk tackling, okay? I used to teach back in the day when I first started coaching, like many of you guys. I played football in the 90s. Hawk tackling wasn't even a thing at that time when I played in the 90s, and then I played in the early 2000s, right? So, our tackling technique was, head across. Still tackle with your shoulders, but they want your head across the body. How many of you guys was taught that way? Let me know in the comments. Sound off in the comments. Let me know if a lot of you guys were taught to put that head across the shoulder. And look, I was a linebacker. In the program I was in, they prided themselves on being physical. I was in a very physical program in high school and junior high and all of that good stuff. And if you didn't make a big hit, you was trash in the eyes of not only your teammate, but you was trash in the eyes of your coaches. And so literally when we did our Oklahoma drills and all of that stuff, right? Like, I ran full speed at whoever I was going after. I put my head down and I was trying to run through people. And I never forget one drill, man. I mean, one day at practice, we was doing the Oklahoma drill. And this is a funny story because I'm finna show you kind of the dynamics of what was happening at practice. So I was a linebacker, and for me, I love hitting big running backs or big guys. I love hitting guys bigger than me. Believe it or not, I wasn't this big. I'm 6'5", 280 right now. You know, I wasn't this big in high school. I was about 6'2", 165, 170 pounds, wet, soaking wet, right? And so my tall, lanky self, they put me up against our power running back, but he was kind of short. His name was Javaris Martin. Shout out to Javaris. Good guy, really good guy. He was your kind of stocky, husky, fullback type of guy. Every time I went up against this kid at practice, he had my number 9 times out of 10. He would run my ass over, right? So this day at practice, same thing happened. I go at this kid full speed. And he was one of my closest friends in high school and junior high. So, you know, we used to joke about it and all of that. You know, I was more of a finesse guy, outside linebacker. Again, he was just a super strong, stocky kid. Went at it, Oklahoma drill, ran me over, right? Ran me slap over. I mean, I ran at this kid full speed. All I remember is making contact, boom, and all I see is the sky, right? You know how it is when you get ran over. Like a truly truck, like you go from you hear clank and then you see the sky, right? Because you just got ran over, right? So I get ran over, right? I'm gonna get ready to get back in line. And my coach said, hell no, Whitehead, get back in line. You going again. Now, mind you, I'm a starting outside linebacker. You know, I'm starting outside linebacker. So the next kid who comes up, a guy named Tim Minshew. Shout out to Tim Minshew. So I'm embarrassed. So I'm pissed off, right? Like I'm super pissed off. So I'm lining up Oklahoma drill. You know, we on our back. He's on his back. I'm on my back. I'm mad. I'm like, I'm finna run through this kid. Like, I'm sick of, you know, like, I'm not finna go out weak like this. Y'all know how it is, especially you a linebacker. You know, man, I ain't finna go out weak like this. Whistle blows. I get up. I'm running full speed towards this kid. My head down. Wow. Big hit at practice. Everybody saying, ooh, y'all know how it is when a big hit happens. Ooh. You want to know what happened next? Our sports medicine trainer, she storms over. I wish I remembered her now. I don't remember her name. I don't remember her name because I remember her face plain this day. She stormed over to me. She grabbed me by my face mask. And she said, don't you ever lead with your helmet like that again. Don't you ever tackle with your head like that again. You will break your neck. You will break your freaking neck. So mind you, me, I'm over here excited, right? I'm over here pumped. I'm pumped because in my mind, man, I made a big hit. My teammate, ooh, because they know I was that dude, right? One of those dudes. But no, my sports medicine trainer, not even my coaches, check this out, not even my coaches got on to me. It was my sports medicine trainer. She got on to me. She grabbed me by the face. Don't you ever do that again. And guess what? I never did that shit again. Kid you not. And this was like 9th grade, 9th grade. I don't remember, 8th or 9th grade, because in junior high, I went to a small school, but in junior high, our team was really good, and a certain selection of players based on our talent level, we moved up to play with varsity because of the size of our team and our talent level. We went up to play with varsity. So we would practice with varsity in the 8th grade at that time. So me and like 6 other guys, we'll be up there hitting with varsity and JV and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So my point in sharing that story, guys, is if you let poor tackling go and don't address it, it will address you during the game. It will expose the hell out of you during the game. Right? Right? And if y'all getting value from the show, first of all, shout out to everybody who's just coming in, man. Welcome to the Beast Pod. Drew J, what's up, man? We are talking about, man, you know, why do most youth football teams fail mid-season, man? So really pumped and excited. But y'all who don't know, man, I just dropped the link to be a guest on the panel. You guys can, if you want to be a guest on the panel and chop it up about why most youth football teams fall apart mid-season, go ahead and get that link. Let me make sure I populate it. Go ahead and get that link, and then I'm going to add you to the group in a minute. Okay, guys? Also, do me a solid, hit that like button because we got something special going on. If we hit 50 likes on the YouTube side today, I'm giving away my entire defensive system. That means the 4-4 Reaper, the 4-2-5 Ring of Fire defense, and the 6-2 Savage defense. One lucky coach is getting it. And of course, as we hit the 50, 60, 70, I'm going to add a new coach that will be able to get it. So the only way we're able to even have a chance to get it is hitting 50 likes. So if you haven't hit the like button yet, go ahead and hit that like button now. And once you hit that like button, I want you to type like in the comments. Type like in the comments. Do that for me, guys. Do that for me. Go ahead and do it for me now, man. I appreciate y'all. Also, TikTok, if y'all, TikTok people, love you guys. Facebook, love you guys. If y'all want to be a part of the giveaway or the panel, I encourage you to come on over to YouTube right now, type Coach Beast, and you will see us live here on the show. I see a lot of you guys already coming over. So shout out to you guys. Already see y'all coming over. Shout out to you. So just come on over to YouTube, type Coach Beast, and you will see us live. I don't want y'all to miss out on anything because y'all are killing it. We are at 2,700 likes on YouTube. Shout out to you guys. And shout out to you guys on Facebook. Facebook is very new to the show. So we're growing Facebook, but we got 5 likes over there on Facebook. Shout out to you because I remember we weren't getting nothing when we just started, right? So shout out to everybody who's watching on Facebook as well, man. Appreciate you guys. Really appreciate you guys. All right, guys, let's get back to it. Reasons why defenses collapse. Again, number one, I hope y'all taking notes because good chance y'all going to get quizzed on this. Number one, no standards in practice. Number two, poor tackling and fundamentals. 3, no adjustments. You run the same scheme even after opponents have scouted you. Now, this is my take on this, okay? Because it's a double-edged sword. If you got a high standard and you focus on the fundamentals, right, you can run the same scheme if they scout you or not. They won't be able to stop you. If you're coaching your kids up right in fundamentals and execution, they can scout you all day, and then you can just start putting wrinkles in your offense or defense, right? So since we're talking defense, one of the biggest things that mistakes that coaches do, if not the biggest mistake, is they don't adjust during the game. Like, I can't tell you guys how many times we blow out teams running the beast offense, and we blow them out because they don't shift their line, they don't change the linebackers, they don't adapt, they don't adjust, they don't do anything. They just run a simple defensive formation, and they run like 3-4 plays on defense, and they get cooked. Everybody who got the 4-4 Reaper defense, y'all know there's like 28 different looks. It's funny, like when I'm doing my like short videos, like on Instagram and YouTube, you get guys go, "Oh man, we'll smoke that defense, man. I'll run that spread, I'll run that empty on you, I run them trips on you, man, and we tear you up, man." Dude, I'm a multiples defense. We're multiples over here, right? We got 18 different looks and concepts we run out of the 4-4. Then we got another, 25 in the 6-2. And then we probably got like 35 in the 4-2-5. And we're able to flex our defense. That's what makes my defense so good, is that I'm an offensive-minded coach, but I know how offensive-minded guys think. So we'll run the 4-4 for balance. We'll run the 6-2 to stop a lot of these run-heavy teams or these teams that got really weak offensive lines, right? And then we'll run the 4-2-5 against true spread teams. And mind you, I said true spread teams, meaning spread teams that may run the ball, run past the ball 60-40 ratio. They'll run the ball 60%, pass it maybe 40 or 70-30. But most youth football teams are going to run the ball. Y'all let me know in the comments. You know what? I'm gonna see if y'all remember. Most youth football teams are going to run the ball what percentage of the time? Let me know in the comments. Let me know. Let me know. Let me see how I'm teaching you guys. I see 75% on TikTok. I see 80%. Coach Brian says 80%. Okay. Dusty says 90 to 95%. I see 90%. AH says 80%. Weatherford says 90%. Magic Mike says, Magic Mike, I like that. 85%. Most teams, your average youth football team, your average in any league you go to, your average team going to run that ball 80 to 85% of the time. Okay. That is really at, I say 9U up, they're running at 80, 85% of the time. 8U down, they're running at 90 to 100% of the time. The younger the age group, the more they're going to run. Like if it's a 5U, 6U team, they're going to run the ball 100% of the time. You may have one ambitious coach that want to throw the ball one time, some kind of pop pass or something, at that younger age. But really anything under 9U, they're running the ball 90, 95%, 100% of the time. I always say 90 to 100%. Past that, 9U up, 80, 85% of the time now. And look, I know that there are leagues where teams are throwing that thing, right? They are throwing the ball a lot more and more. A lot of these teams that's doing, 7v7 flag football and stuff. Yeah, they're throwing it more. But your average everyday youth football team is running the ball 80 to 85% of the time. So if they're running the ball 80 to 85% of the time, it's going to be really important for you to be able to stop what? Stop the run, right? And that's what I teach you guys. I teach you guys to focus on stopping the running game, shutting down the quarterback and their best runner, which is usually the running back. Now, I know some of these teams will put their best player, out in the boundary or wide receiver, slot or whatever, or even vert, and they'll throw it to him. But again, most teams are going to have their best running back and quarterback back there. And if you shut them down, the team is crippled. They don't know what the hell to do because now they're forced to pass the ball. And I always say, guys, if a team beat us passing the ball, if they win the game passing the ball on us, they deserve to win because we are sold out on shutting them down running wise, right? And we got different looks that we run in the 4-4 Reaper, 6-2, and the 4-2-5. We can flex to create turnovers in the passing game, like the cloud and the sky look and all of that stuff, right? But at the end of the day, right, we want to shut down that running game and make them crippled and then force them to try to beat us passing the ball. And when you do that, you're going to win a hell of a lot of games. Hell of a lot of games. Y'all got me. And the last reason why defenses collapse, guys, is fatigue and conditioning. You guys don't focus on conditioning. And many a times y'all don't focus on conditioning, at the beginning of the season, before the season starts. Like we do summer workouts with our kids, When I was coaching, we do summer workouts starting June. And we're working, conditioning those kids. And then by the time August come, I feel bad for the kids who come in August because they're not conditioned like the kids who was at summer workouts. And so you see the speed difference, the strength difference, the acceleration difference, right? But that's okay because those kids who worked out with us in the summertime with summer workouts, they become a lot of our leaders in what I call my core. And so we really cultivate leadership in the summertime. So when when the fall ball comes and all of that, guess what? We got a core, and now we just enhancing our team from that core. Make sense? And shout out to y'all. We got a lot of first timers tonight, like first time coaches. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, Magic Mike. And by the way, guys, we are going to have a Q&A segment. Okay. We're going to have a Q&A segment. If no coach jump on this panel, we'll go straight into our coaches Q&A and we'll get to it. Welcome to all the coaches who are jumping on. I see you guys. I see people saying, man, I made it. I made it. Shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to you guys. Coach Hernandez, shout out to you, man. Let's see who else. Coach Hemi, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. I appreciate y'all, man, for rocking with us tonight. Again, hit that like button. We're giving away my defensive system tonight. If we hit 50 likes, Coach, want to know, how do I get on the panel? I'm going to drop the link for the panel now. So if you want to get on the panel, you can go ahead and get that link. I'm not going to add you until I finish these final points, but go ahead and jump on now so you can get all your credentials set up and all of that. All right. And look, if you got a question, we're not going to do Q&A yet. So if you want to jump on the panel with a question, I want you to hold off, okay? But if you want to answer the question, why do you think most youth football teams fall apart by mid-season? I want you to jump on. Y'all got me? Good. All right, so now let's talk about the reasons why coaching staffs fall apart, guys. And this is a big one. This is the juicy one, okay? Why coaching staffs fall apart? Number one, no alignment, guys. No alignment. Like, literally, I'm telling you guys, when you guys book these calls with me, these one-on-one calls, I would say, 40% of the time, it's about the coaching staff. Coaches don't know how to stay in their lanes because there's a lack of alignment. And when there's a lack of alignment, it creates friction. When it creates friction, now you're starting to have disrespect going on. That's when you start to have disrespect. Assistant coaches start doing their own thing. There's no unified vision. You know what I'm saying? And you start to have problems. And shout out to you guys who's jumping on the call, jumping on. Shout out to you guys. Just hang on. I got y'all in the office right now, or the back room, I like to call it. So shout out to you guys who are jumping on. So, all right. Number two, guys, on why coaching staffs fall apart. You blame the kids instead of your coaching. Guys, y'all hear me? Do y'all hear me? And look, I'm getting a lot of questions from TikTok, my TikTok family. If you got a question, I want you to come on over to YouTube right now. Come on over now. Look up Coach Beast. You'll see us live, okay? You will see us live. Come on over with your question because I want to make sure I answer your questions. Y'all got some really good ones tonight. Really good ones. Coaches, listen, if y'all do this, I want you to stop tonight, okay? Stop blaming kids and start blaming yourself. Stop blaming the kids. If you got a kid that's missing tackles, man, this kid just won't tackle as many times as I do. Oh, these kids ain't blocking. Man, my team, sorry, man. They ain't talented. Have you thought about what you did before the season started? Like what y'all do at practice? Have you thought about how hard you guys practice? Oh, my guys don't play hard. They don't play aggressive. And see, guys, literally today, I kid you guys freaking not, right? I kid you not. I made a video. I forget what it was about. It had to be about, it's about blocking, I believe. And I had a coach say, man, I wish you would have said this 5 weeks ago. I wish why you didn't say this 5 weeks ago. Listen, Coach Chad, right? if you've been following any of my content, I preach the same thing, right, guys? I preach have the number one blocking team, have the number one tackling team in your league, focus on the fundamentals, right? I talk about high reps builds confidence. Confidence builds speed. Speed equals wins, right? I've been preaching that forever. Forever. But again, accountability is everything. When guys say stuff like that now, I say, have you been watching my videos? Have you been watching the podcast where we do total breakdowns, like full playbook breakdowns? Have you watched my podcast? Do you watch my shorts? I post every single day. Y'all know that. If y'all rock with me, y'all already know I post every single day and not one time a day. I post 3 to 5. There's sometimes, guys, I post 10 shorts a day, not even counting the long form content that I post for you guys, right? So we got to stop blaming everybody else for our failures and our lack, right? And we got to begin to look at the man in the mirror, right? So we got to stop blaming the kids. We got to look at ourselves and say, you know what? Are we really practicing hard, or have I let this kid get away with too much? Have I let this kid get away with too many drop passes and not holding them accountable? Have I like been okay with half-ass blocking? My kids fumble the ball a lot at practice, and I don't really get on to them. I say, hey, let's we got to do better. Or am I really holding them accountable? And am I dropping them? Or whatever your form of discipline is, am I dropping them? Am I, are we holding the team's foot to the fire? Am I making sure my coaching staff is actually, freaking doing what they supposed to do in their positions? It's my O-line coach teaching my guys how to block. It's my wide receivers, running backs coach teaching my guys how to run. It's my quarterback coach teaching my guys what to do. Am I teaching my guys how to tackle properly? Because at the end of the day, a lot of this stuff is on you. A lot of this is on you. Shout out to you, Coach Clint. He want to know how much to come and talk to my kids. If you guys want to, let me see. You may not be able to see it on the TikTok side, Coach, but if any of you guys want me to come and speak, I want you to email me, okay, at beastoutyou@gmail.com, okay? beastoutyou@gmail.com. I think just the third coach today who want me to come and speak. I do speak, okay, guys, I do speak at youth football programs, colleges, high schools, businesses. I speak, okay, do public speaking. So if you guys are interested, just email me about speaking, and then we'll talk about the particulars and all of that good stuff. Coach Clint, Coach Drew want to know where you're from. Y'all sound like y'all may get a collab or something. I don't know. All right, guys. So we're about to switch gears, guys, because I've been preaching a little too long right here. We're about to pull up the panel. And again, guys, if you want to jump on the show, okay, this is your time, okay? I'm going to drop the link one more time. Let me see here. Bear with me, Coach.
Yes, sir.
Let me see here. All right, so here's the link one more time in the comments. If y'all want to jump on TikTok, I see a lot of y'all on. Come over to YouTube, look up Coach Beast. You'll see us. You'll see the link in the comments. You can jump on the panel. All right. So we have Coach Phelan. Did I get that?
Close. Coach Phelan.
Coach Phelan. My bad. Well,
That's
first and foremost, man, welcome to the Beast Pod. Really happy to have you on. So let's get it started like this with the question of the day. Why do you think most youth football teams fall apart mid-season, Coach?
Well, I think you've hit everything on the head, Coach Beast. I want to hop on here and just give you some props. I've been following you the last couple weeks. I got a hold of you on TikTok, and so I really appreciate you having me on. A couple things, just give you a little bit about myself. I'm a coach here in Indianapolis, Indiana. I've been coaching at the high school level for 20. Well, I just got my 20-year award from IFCA. So
congratulations!
Thank you. I've been running Southport developmental football the last 8 years. So we started in 2018. Wow. And some of the things that you've touched on, especially today or tonight, is really, really important. And I'm going to talk about the coaching assignments. So as a head coach, making sure that your coaches understand exactly what you expect of them is very relevant. And if you have a line coach that starts to trickle into the secondary, it's important that you pull him back to the line. I have some great guys that work with me at Southport. We're on our 3rd season together. We're going for our back-to-back championship this Saturday at 2:00. Nice, we're undefeated this season. Awesome. And a lot of it is because of what exactly you were saying. You've got to stay disciplined. Coaches need to know their roles and own those roles. I have 2 great line coaches that I say, listen, this is the practice plan. This is what we need to get done this week and install. And I trust them. Now, after each practice, I also bring them back in and talk to them. What did we accomplish today, guys? Did we get this done? Did we get through installing a 4-man front? Did we get the 3-man front installed? So talking to them post-practice is really important as well. But anyway, just wanted to throw that out there, man. I really, really appreciate what you're doing for youth football. I think it's good for coaches to hear from other coaches, and just appreciate you having me on, man.
Well, first of all, my pleasure. My pleasure. Thanks for being on. And you're absolutely right. I run my program, and I say this a lot to the guys here. I run my program like a high school prep program. I don't take it lightly just because it's a youth football program. Organization is so important. It's still a program. You cannot take this thing lightly just because you may be a volunteer or whatever. I run this thing like I run my business. Very organized. The way I run my house, Miss Beast to tell you, man, he's pretty routine and predictable. Yeah, everybody in my household, they know I hold everybody accountable, including myself. And it's about organization and being, if you want to be a winner and you want to be successful, you got to have proper organization, especially if you want long-term success. I'm gonna get Coach Tim in here. Coach Tim, how are you doing?
Hey, how's it going, Coach? Thank you for having me on again.
Man, it's going well, Good to hear you because, a lot of people don't know this. My first name is Coach Tim, or it's Tim. So, seeing Coach Tim, I know is a good guy and all of that good stuff. So, right. Coach, I'm going to throw this question at you to get started, and then you can say whatever you want to say. What do you think most youth football teams fall apart mid-season?
Why most teams fall apart. So first I'll say, thankfully, I haven't been a part of programs like that. So this would be kind of a outside looking in guesswork kind of thing, because I thankfully haven't been a part of that. But from what I can tell, it seems like there's not a united front as far as the coaching staff. Sometimes those guys are disagreeing, or united front with the coaches and the parents. Sometimes that can lead to the breakdown from what I can tell. And sometimes the coaches just aren't teaching, and the parents or the players eventually see that, and that can cause them to leave. That's just from what I can tell, though. I can speak to more of some things, giving guys advice from some success we've had, but that's my input as far as that question.
Man, you're absolutely right. I mean, what I see here in Bama is a lot of guys don't know how to lead. A lot of guys want to coach to call plays. They want to coach if we were running the spread 2x2, we'll kill teams, if we were running, empty, and that's the way they think. They're not thinking about the leadership aspects, the program management, the fundraising, the communication, the staff management, the volunteer management, all of these things, player development. Yep. So when I talk about having a high value youth football program, I'm talking about leadership. I'm talking about knowing what it means to grow a program from the ground up to where it's a winning program, not just on the field, but off the field, to where you got people in the community taking notice of your program, and they're saying, man, whoa, they just gave away backpacks. They just did a trunk or treat in the neighborhood. Oh, they got a mentorship program. Man, the football players are, standing up to bullying and reporting things. Like, that's the kind of standard you want in your program, because I can tell you, if you just want to call plays and win games, there's a graveyard full of youth football coaches who nobody remember, nobody give a damn about, right? Because all you was focused on was, y'all know what I'm about to say, winning a damn fake ring. And when you win the ring, and I'm somebody who has won it, and got all this stuff back here, the rings don't matter. After you win it, you enjoy it. You wake up the next day, you're like, man, we did it. So now what?
What's next?
What's next? What's next?
I'll tell you what's next. You get better. You get better.
Exactly.
You do off-season training.
Exactly. It's like, all right, on the next year.
Yeah.
Because one of the biggest mistakes you can do as a coach, and I've done this when younger on, you win a championship, right? And then you have a hangover. And you think that, we won last year, so we're coming back this year. We're going to win it again. And you start to get comfortable.
Mm-hmm. And
then you come back the next, we was undefeated last season. We won the championship last season. Now, why in the hell are we, 1-4?
Mm-hmm.
Because you still got to work the process. The standard is still the standard. Y'all know what I mean?
Exactly.
I don't know. I'm feeling this today because so many coaches are making mistakes and they wonder why my program not what it needs to be. Because I guarantee you guys, and I'm trying not to spill my into segments over here talking about organization, is that we gotta, as coaches, focus on the leadership aspect of having a strong program, not just the X's and O's. Y'all know what I mean?
No, absolutely. Listen, hey, I mentioned the run. We're on 2 seasons now. We've only lost 1 game. Getting ready to go into the championship game this Saturday. Tomorrow's our final practice, our final preparation.
Yeah.
At the end of the practice, I've invited our senior class from the varsity high school program to come in and talk to the kids, and build that culture. These same kids that are seniors in the high school program officiate our flag football program in the spring. You've got to build culture within your program. You've got to have a standard that is set daily, and everyone's got to reach that bar. I say something to my team almost every spring when we start training is, listen, the bar is here. My standard is here. It's not going to ever lower. It's your job to reach me and reach above it. Find your own level that you need to be at and hold yourself to a higher standard than I can. So you're spot on, man.
I love it. And I tell you what, I'm gonna throw this question at you guys, at both of you guys, and either one of you can take it. What do you personally do to keep discipline strong in your program?
It's a good one. I'll start out. So we got a Cardinal 500. Okay, Cardinal 500 is a reminder if you're doing bad in school or if you get in any type of trouble, parents come to me, things aren't going right at home, something happens on the field, and you have an issue. Cardinal 500 is starting at the goal line to the 25 and back, goal line to the 50 and back, goal line to the 75 and back, goal line to the 100 and back. That's 500 yards. So we do that. We have a couple kids that'll run it. Some kids will do it weekly until they get it right, but that is a standard for us that we call Cardinal 500.
Oh man, I love that. Before I get to you, Coach Tim, guys, do me a solid. First of all, I want to welcome you to the Beast Pod. If you're just coming on, we are killing it right now on our panel. We're in our panel segment. We're about to get ready to go into our live Q&A. So if you got any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments, okay? If you're watching the show on TikTok or Facebook, I encourage you to come on over to the YouTube side right now, guys, if you got questions or you want to be a part of the panel. Also, coaches, do y'all want to hang with me during the live Q&A segment? Y'all want to rock with me?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Okay, that's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'll stay on as long as I can, Coach.
Appreciate you, Coach. Appreciate you. So, guys, listen, if you haven't already, hit that like button, okay? We're giving away my entire defensive system, the 4-4 Reaper defense, the 4-2-5 defense, and the 6-2 Savage defense tonight to one lucky coach if we hit 50 likes, okay? Miss Beast, let me know where we are on likes. Once we hit 50 likes, we're giving away that system. If we get 60, I'm giving away 2. We hit 70, I'm giving away 3, so on and so forth, okay, guys? So let's do it, man. Let's rock it. Let's see. We got right now 38 people on. And I know that, let me see, Miss Beast, somebody let me know where we are on likes. I want to see where we are, because that's going to dictate a lot of how we go in the show. Let me see. I don't know where Miss Beast at, y'all. Hey, somebody tap Miss Beast on the show.
36 likes, 40 viewers, she said.
30. Hey, we had 36 freaking likes, guys. We can get there. How many we got left? 14 to go? 14 more likes?
Let's go.
Come on, guys. Let's freaking go. Now we at 37 likes. Once you hit that like button, guys, do me a solid. Just put like in the comment. Put the word like in the comments. All right. Good deal. Good deal.
I'm trying to tag all my coaches and get everybody on there.
Get them on, coach. Get them on. Let me see here. I'm getting to questions on TikTok. That just jump starters, excuse me. Let me see. That one coach got an interesting question. It's kind of broad, but it's interesting. He said, what fundamentals do you want to see mastered at what age? Interesting. Okay, this is good. This is good for you, coach, because you're a high school coach. Now, I'm going to start with this one. I'm going to start, and I'm going to like pass this along to you because you're coaching at the higher level. So one of my closest buddies is a high school football coach, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, with what I do, I talk to a lot of high school football coaches.
Yeah.
And guys say, and this is the youth football guys talking, man, why you run the beach, man? It don't teach the fundamentals, man. Why don't you run, whatever? It don't teach the fundamentals. And guess what? I hear my high school guys say. I get kids coming up from youth football and they don't know how to block. They don't know how to tackle. They don't know how to get in the 3-point stands. They don't know how to, I kid you not, coach. The only thing that I hear from high school coach, I don't hear no high school coach say, well, I wish they didn't run the beast formation or the single wing. I hear these kids don't know how to block. These kids don't know how to tackle, and they don't know how to get in the 3-point stands. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna give it over to you, coach.
Yeah, no, listen, I think the fundamentals are very, very important. I like the beast formation. We've gone against it a couple times. I have a little sprinkle in it. We're a wing T team, so I've got a little sprinkle of the beast too. But I'll tell you, the fundamentals are the most important. And so I started with this team that I'm coaching now at second grade. They're now fourth graders, and the main emphasis at second grade, or I think that's 7U, you want to make sure that they go through a progression of tackling. So don't start them out just running, right at each other or an angle tackle. We want to start a progression. Yes. And I actually have one on YouTube that we call cardinal tackling. And we start down on our knees, eyes through the thighs, wrap and squeeze, drive for 5. Then we've got the roll tackle. So we do the same thing, eyes through the knees or eyes through the thighs, wrap and squeeze and roll. And then we stand up and profile it. And then we get into some drills that introduce tackling. And we do that for every level, from kindergarten all the way up through senior year, high school stuff. So, this is something that I think kids need to learn at an early age and continue to do every day at practice.
Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Coach Tim, you got anything on it?
Could you restate the question?
Yes. The coach wanted to know, what fundamentals do you want to see mastered at what age?
Right. So the kids I have right now, we're 9U. We started with them at 8U. And it's like Coach just said, we immediately started with the tackling, the safe tackling. And again, reiterating what he said, it is a progression. So we start even before they have pads on, early in the summer, working on just hip to the shoulder placement, at where your target is. And then we build up. When we first get our pads on, we have them tackling a pad. and still kind of making sure that they're doing the technique. Everyone's doing some variation, it sounds like, of the hawk tackling, but the language is different. So we change our language as well, but just something that they can understand. So they're not just out there winging it. They know different tackle techniques that they're using. They're not just out there winging it. And, what tackle did you use? Oh, I did a wrap and run tackle, or I did a wrap and roll tackle, or I did whatever the case may be. We get them to that point. And then another thing, and this kind of ties in what I was going to say originally when you were talking about defenses, with the tackling. One thing that I did, I'm the defensive coordinator, and when we have our defensive day, we have it organized to where every single player gets 10 reps where they're going to have a tackle, and that's not in one drill. There's multiple drills throughout the day that each player is going to go through, and they're all throughout the day going to get 10 reps doing different types of tackles every practice. And what we've seen from that, when we have that in our practice plan for the week, some of my smaller guys that last year were just lost, one of them is now our backup middle linebacker, our backup Mike backer, because he's using that technique and got so confident in it. He's flying around making tackles on guys twice his size. And we're playing 9U. We scrimmage 10U this week. We're shutting them out. We scrimmage a lot of 10U teams before our season. We shut 2 out of 3 of those guys out. So our guys have built a lot of confidence, but they have to get those reps in as well with these techniques. We could talk to them all day, but we got to have the reps in at practice so they could build confidence and muscle memory to actually execute the technique.
Man, I love it. I love that. I love it. And for the audience, I really hope y'all catching what we're talking about. What we're talking about is progressions.
Yes.
Organization, progressions. You guys, I'm trying to dumb it down, guys, to a way to where it makes sense for the beginners, because I know we got a lot of beginners on the show tonight. When you get a kid and you're trying to teach tackling, right? You don't want to go right into some Oklahoma drills. We don't even do Oklahoma drills, okay? Because that's like taking a kid that don't know how to swim and throwing them face first into the pool. And nowadays it's even more delicate because you got kids who never dealt with real adversity before in life, and then you telling them, they never been physical with nobody, like, hit nobody or anything. Little Johnny coming out there, I want to just play football. I want to be like my favorite team. We want to be like the Hoosiers, right? We want to be like the Tide, right? And their introduction to tackling is the Oklahoma drill? No. You want to take your kids through progression. And just like the coaches said, we teach our kids how to tackle before they even get in pads. We'll have them with a partner. We'll teach them. We go near shoulder, near thigh, wrap and roll. Same thing, different terminology. Yep. And we rep it so much, the kids like, oh, coach, near shoulder, here we go, near thigh, wrap, roll. And then we progress them from the buddy to the pad, and now we're starting to tackle, kind of go through the fundamentals with equipment, because it's a little different feel when you got shoulder pads and a helmet on, and we progress our kids that way. And one thing I tell my kids all the time, you don't always have to make this big hit, like this big clack hit. And I'm big on preaching that to my kids, because I was in a football program where the coaches want you to knock somebody's head off every single time. And my thing is, I tell my guys, man, let's use the right fundamentals, because if you got a guy, you going against a guy that's faster or maybe stronger, and if you know how to tackle properly, he's gonna fall. Yeah. If you know how to tackle and where to make contact with him, he's gonna fall. Yep. All you have to do is watch, the NFL, every Sunday, and see these guys, these running backs, these big, powerful running backs fall because they, the defender has been taught and trained how to properly tackle and bring people down. You know what I mean?
You're absolutely right. You mentioned a drill, though, that I want to bring back up and
Sure.
get your thoughts and dive into a little bit more.
Yes,
Oklahoma. Our program prides ourselves on Oklahoma.
Oh, good stuff. Okay.
I really enjoy it. I think it's a coach's drill that you have to manage.
Mhm.
You can't put your first year players in there with somebody that's been playing for 3 years.
That's true.
We teach all that you just mentioned regarding tackling the same way you just stated it. So we start early in the spring. We introduce them to just without pads. Then we get into bags. Then we get into using our pads. And I use Oklahoma in our mini camp, two practices that we have in June, right at the end of the month, right before we start the season. And we have a beginners Oklahoma, we have an intermediate, and we have an experienced. And my reasoning for using it is you've got to learn how to block right now. You've got to learn how to get your body in front of somebody, handle yourself in front of somebody. And I watch these kids, and see, hey, Johnny is a first-year player, and Johnny's going to need a whole lot of coaching on this. So it gives our coaches a really good opportunity to evaluate. You mentioned that you're not big on Oklahoma. Is there any reason why, or would that change your mind because now you're having your coaches really analyze and put kids in the right spot?
I actually think you do the same drill that we do. I think our definition on Oklahoma is the same. Give me one sec, coach, and I got a question for you on that, okay?
Okay, all right.
So shout out to you guys. We have hit our goal of 50 likes. You guys, excellent. So again, we're going to give away. I am so excited about this. I'm going to give away my defensive system, 4-4 Reapers, 4-2-5 Ring of Fire, and the 6-2 Savage tonight. Of course, guys, it's not over yet. If we hit 60 likes, I give away 2. If we hit 70, I give away 3, so on and so forth, okay? So, this is my question, Coach. How do you guys, can you go more into detail with how you guys do your Oklahoma drill? Because the way you just explained it actually sounds the exact way of how we do it.
Okay. So we got what we call shoots, right? Where you've got either cones or pads that are about 5 to 7 yards apart, right?
Sure.
That are about 5 yards lengthwise. So your shoot is about 5 yards widthwise, 5 yards in length. It doesn't have to be offensive linemen, but you're going to put two offensive guys right on the line of scrimmage, 2 defensive guys right in front of their face. You got one guy that's back ready as a linebacker or a DB or some type of tackler, and then you've got a running back that's behind the 2 offensive guys. Coach says, hey, ready, set, go, and we're blocking and tackling right in that shoot. Offensive wins, if they get 5 yards. Defense, if you get it shut down before that, right?
Right. So literally, that's what we do. We just call it. I call it 2x2s, 3x3s, or we may even call it 4x4s. Mm-hmm. That's literally what we do. So when I say Oklahoma, this is what I'm talking about. Basically, you got a defender on his back, about 15 yards off the ball, probably where safety would be, and you got a running back, with the ball. And then, of course, at the blow of the whistle, they get up off their back, run full speed at each other, clack.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's Oklahoma, where you're from. All right, I got you. We call that here in Indiana hamburger.
Hamburger. Interesting. Yeah. Okay.
Hamburger. At least the programs I've been involved with. I know that drill is hamburger because you're smashing each other, right? You're smashing the meat together. So that's why we call it hamburger. I don't, I could be right or wrong as to why everybody else calls it that. I'm not a fan of that type of drill. I'm not trying to coach battering rams or, people that are just going to knock heads. We want to be a little bit more fundamental than that. I believe what we call Oklahoma, or what you call 2x2 or 3x3s, is a much better drill that teaches blocking right now, fundamental tackling, filling an open window or filling an open gap, and learning football that way. It breaks the game down and makes it simpler.
Exactly. I mean, a while back, I'm probably going to drop this tonight, actually. I always quiz the coaches and say, what kind of coach are you? Are you a strategist? Are you a program builder? Are you an X's and O's guy? Are you a technician? Mm-hmm. Are you a player's coach? Are you a disciplinarian? Are you a motivator? Right. And I tell guys, most coaches are going to say, and watch, you're going to see it in the comments in a minute. Most coaches are going to say, I'm a little bit of every one of them. Mm-hmm. And I always say, you got a dominant trait.
Yeah.
If you every one of them, you're not a good coach.
Right.
Oh, I just made somebody mad right there. I just stung somebody. If you're a little bit of every one of them, you're not a good coach. You need to figure out your majors and your minors.
Mm-hmm.
You got to figure out what you're good at. What Coach Beast is good at is I'm a program builder. I'm a really good program builder. Yeah. I can raise funds. I can do branding. I can build a program from the ground up, right? Like literally, me and Miss Beast, we're over here, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and get my master's in sports leadership and get my doctorate. So you know, I probably end up being a sports athletic director of some big program or some, you know, I'm just, it's natural to me. I build businesses, right? It's in my blood. That's what I'm good at, right? What else am I good at? I'm good at developing players. I'm good at the fundamentals. It comes natural. I'm able to engineer plays and formulate plays to maximize on the fundamentals that we teach our kids with tackling and blocking. That's why I'm so good at what I do here with social media, because I'm just teaching the fundamentals to coaches and trying to show coaches there's an art to scoring in youth football. There's an art to tackling. If you learn the basics and the fundamentals, man, you know, you can do anything you want, because now you got a good foundation. Now you can just start building, you know, around that, but you got to have the foundation.
Amen.
Have it. You know what I'm saying?
You're spot on. Luckily, I got a coach's wife that it sounds very similar to Mrs. Beast. That helps me run my organization. As I said, we started in 2018, built this thing from the ground up, and now starting to see some success over the last 4 years. And I think it's absolutely to what you're saying. We slowed down. Instead of just coming out and trying to call plays, things of that nature, I said, guys, wait a minute. We got to run this thing just like a high school program, just like a middle school program. We've got to add everything, every layer into it. Practices now require an individual period, a group period, and a team period. And you'll get to your plays after 45 minutes of Indian group. So slow down, break it down, and build your foundation from the ground up.
Oh man, I love it, man. I love to come up and see just what you guys are doing in your system. This is music to my ears. Just the type of person I am and how I think. You know, that's music to my ears. So guys, let's get to the next question. Let me see here. Let me know, Miss Beast, where we are on likes too, because I think we're about to hit 60 likes.
And hey, if we got any Southport coaches in here, throw some questions in there. I'm curious to see how Coach Beast answers them.
That's right. That's right. Because right now, my TikTok people are killing it with questions, right?
Okay.
So Coach Devin says, this is a good one. How do you handle kids that misbehave in school? Wow. And I would say that's probably a little different as it relates to, you know, the age groups, right?
Yeah.
So Coach Tim, you want to tackle that one first?
Yeah. That's something that we definitely promote as far as being student athletes. So our players know if they get in trouble in school, we're going to find out. It's going to affect playing time, and I'm actually one of the coaches that they send them to during practice. If depending on where we're at, we're going to the hill. We're going to spend that practice on the hill, or if we're not at the practice field with the hill, they'll spend that practice with me. We'll be doing up downs. They'll be doing whatever punishment we decide, depending on what happened in school. But we have that, again, is a thing that has to be a part of the culture, where you let the players know, you let the parents know, and you have that cooperation where, you know, we're not having that. And those type of things get shut down. And if it does happen, players, I had a player that was our MVP last year. He got in trouble in school, and that week he didn't start. And he was the MVP of the team the year before. Yeah. He didn't start. I found out he got in trouble. He said, "I'm not starting on defense." I said, "No, you're not." And I better get a good report from school, and then you could get back on defense. And no matter what so that has to be a part of your culture. We're building young men, so you have to have those opportunities to build the character there with accountability.
Man,
right on it, man.
I love it.
On it.
I love it. I love it. I love this. I love the panel right now because we're all so aligned with our values and our philosophy. Before I get into my little tangent here, we didn't hit 60 likes. giving away 2 copies of my defensive system. Y'all cooking. Y'all are cooking. Okay. So listen, if you want me to give away 3, let's take it 70, guys. Take it 70. Awesome. So for me, I'm very similar. Day 1 in our program, we instill discipline and accountability. Day 1.
Yep.
Day 1. And I start with accountability and discipline with my coaching staff first. That's the first meeting I have each year. I have a coaches meeting, and I let them know, my standard. Of course, when you're doing a youth football program, you get guys who are volunteering and they got, a 9 to 5 or something like that. But I tell the guys, I'm big on timeliness, because when parents see that the coaches are late, you can be 5 minutes late for practice. The parents next week going to be 15, 20 minutes late for practice. Coaches set the tone and parents see everything, right? So I'm big on my coaching staff being at practice, being consistent. If they can't make it for work, their kid's sick, the wife's sick, they can't make it, just let me know within, I always say, let me know within at least 12 hours, 12 to 24 hours, so we can adjust and adapt, because every coach in my program has a job. And I teach, this is huge. I teach every coach to respect one another and stay in their lane, right? If you are a defensive line coach, you have no business telling the wide receivers coach how they need to run their routes, unless it's, something, we just chopping it up and just kind of iron sharpens iron kind of thing. I'm big on respect. I'm big on people staying in their lane. I hold my coaches very accountable because they help set the tone, right? I take it very serious. Second, when I'm talking to my parents at that parents meeting, I'm probably harder and more direct with my parents than I am with my kids day 1.
100%.
Because if those parents see you as a yes man, if they see you as weak, if they see you as somebody they can get over on, they're going to test you. Okay. And day 1, I let them know this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying, I'm not doing this in a disrespectful way. Right. I'm doing this in just in a firm, direct manner, to where they know that I'm serious about what I say. And one of the biggest things that I talk to these parents about, I don't care if your son is the next Patrick Mahomes. If he is not showing up at practice, if he's not making the grades, if he's acting up in school, I will not play his behind. Right. That's one of the biggest things I get with a lot of coaches say, I got a kid, he's not showing up at practice, but he's the best player on the team. So we got to play him. You don't have to do anything. As a matter of fact, you're hurting the kid character-wise, because you're making him feel entitled, and you're making him feel like, well, they're going to start me anyway. No, you're setting that kid up to fail in life, right? So we're really big on the parents, letting them know, if your kid don't show up to practice that first game, guess what? He don't show up to the first practice, he don't play in the first quarter of the game. If he don't come to the second practice, he missed the first half. If he missed the third practice, he's not playing at all. I don't care if he's a starting quarterback, running back, it doesn't matter, right? Because there's no kid, no coach, not even me, is bigger than the standard and the culture that we're trying to set. Because the impact and influence we're trying to have on the kid's life is bigger than the game. We're trying to prepare them for life. They're student athletes, students first. So it's up to us as coaches to teach these kids how to be successful people, successful students in the classroom. See, most youth football coaches don't think like this, guys.
Nope.
This is what separates youth football coaches from high value youth football coaches, because we think about this stuff. We want our kids, right, to be phenomenal young men and women, phenomenal. But you have to have the mindset as the coach to say, I'm a teacher. I got to teach these kids. They're student athletes, not just athletes. So I got to hold them accountable in the classroom, with their behavior, with their character, everything. All of that. And my kids know. If they cut up, I build partnerships with the teachers and the principals.
Mhm.
Kids cut up. Guess what? I'm coming to that school. We having a
It's funny actually that you mentioned that last piece. My memory on Facebook today from 4 years ago is me sitting at a lunch table with 3 of my players because they had gotten in trouble at school. So mention that, but also Coach Tim hit it on the head at the very last sentence. He said, "We're building young men." All right, and that's the common goal. It should be the common goal of every youth program across the country. Winning is a byproduct of setting these young men up for success. And if we do that right, you'll see the scoreboard start to turn in your favor. But you've got to stick to your standards. We do a couple different things. One, we provide helmet stickers for positive things. So for a couple times during the season, I'll ask the parents or the teachers any positive remarks on these players, send that out, get any positive emails back. They get a sticker, a helmet sticker. So we do those kind of things, but also what do we do about it? What happens when they get in trouble? I mentioned the Cardinal 500, but also we have the same attendance policy you mentioned. If you miss a practice, that's 1 quarter. Same thing with grades though. If you get an F or mom comes to me and says you miss a homework assignment, that's 1 quarter till you get it turned in. So I really think that those kind of things are very important to not only a team but to a program. Everybody has to adopt that same philosophy if you're going to build a good program across the board.
Man, so good, so rich, guys. I hope y'all taking notes. Hey, guys, this is a master class. I'm telling you guys, especially you first year guys. Look, I was the guy who didn't have no mentors, right? I had to learn a lot of this the hard way, and it's kind of the story of my life. And this is why I'm like so obsessed with mentorship and teaching and doing this kind of stuff, because I didn't have it. So I don't want none of you guys to go through a lot of the things that I went through. I want you guys to avoid, a lot of these pitfalls. So, take everything we're saying, take notes, like meditate on it. Like I'm telling you, we're helping you go past years of headaches, right? So, guys, we got one more question I want us to tackle. This is a very interesting one. This one is from Coach Drew. He said, how do we discipline parents? How do we discipline parents? I'll tackle this one first.
This is a good one, Coach Beast. This is a good one.
I'm telling you, brother, being someone who has had to do this a few times, it's never fun, because usually when you have to get to the point where you have to discipline parents, I only got one way that I do it. I dismiss them from the program. That's like my number one way, because beforehand, usually I didn't had 2 or 3 or 4 conversations, and the situation has kind of escalated or snowballed into something bigger, to where now it's affecting the program, the entire program. Let me share this quick story, guys, about this situation. So we had a kid in the program, one of the best linemen I ever had in terms of just size, technique, everything you want in terms of aggression. But the kid had a temper. The kid, when he get mad at practice, he swings on his teammates. He's cussing out his teammates. And I had a little grace with this kid. Don't get me wrong. We got a tolerance policy, 0 tolerance policy for physicality like that, swinging and all of that. But this kid had, some things going on. I think I wish I can remember what he had. I think it was autism or ADHD. He had something going on. So I had a little more grace with this kid, right?
Yes, sir.
And it's funny because the year before we won the championship, and if you're the championship team during All-Stars, our All-Star team play at Bryant-Denny Stadium, University of Alabama. And so I could bring 13 of my kids on, and I was going to put him at 13. And he ended up hitting a kid and cussing out a coach. So no, he wasn't going, right? So the following year, the kid, man, had a growth spurt, monster. This kid was 12, but he was probably 245 pounds, 6'1", 6'2", just and he was
Something in
nasty.
the water down there in Alabama. Something in the water.
Some big boys down here, coach. I'm telling you, some monsters down here. So, and he was nasty with it, but he just could not control his temper, right? So, to make a long story short, kid doing the same thing, fighting his teammates, cussing out coaches, and his mom would always make an excuse for him. He hit his teammate. He suspended 3 games. You know, 3 games up. We getting ready. You know, he's getting ready. Now he's cussing out a coach. And I'm like, let me talk to the mom. And the mom making excuses after excuses after excuses, right? So now we get to probably hey, this is a perfect show about mid-season, right? We get to about mid-season and we're at the game. I'm coaching. I hear a commotion on our side. And mind you, this kid is late. The parents oversleep. This kid is late. Mind you, this was like, I had problems not only with the kid, but the whole family was kind of dysfunctional, right? So they're late. She oversleeps. Her old man oversleeps. All of this. They finally hear. I'm coaching. I hear a commotion. My assistant coach goes over there. You know, I'm still coaching. I'm like, I'm gonna let that handle itself. And go to find out, they come. One of the parents who's already there is like, hey, good to see y'all. You know, so I'm like, man, good to see y'all. Better late than never or whatever. The kid cuss out the parent. The mama cuss out the parent. Now they going at it with each other, right? After that game, I let them know, I'm sorry, but y'all can't be a part of this program anymore. I'm sorry. You know, and of course, you know, I'm a straight shooter when it comes all business when it comes down to that, because number one, you're jeopardizing the safety of other people's kids and just the other parents, period. We don't live by that standard in my program, right? So I ended up letting them go. So to answer that question, that was a way that we had to discipline a parent. Let them go.
Yeah. No, but I think what you just said too, though, there was a progression there. One, you gave the kid some grace. Tried to understand where his perspective was, where he was coming from, what barriers he may be going through at home or through school. I'm sure there was some good mentorship, good coaching there, good conversation. But then there was a progression, and we have the same thing at Southport. We have a code of conduct that everyone signs. It's got players, parents, coaches on it. You know, there's an infraction level to it. So there's 4 different levels of infraction. First time is, you know, hey, you're going to get removed from the situation you're in. Then you're going to get removed from maybe 1 more game, right? You also have the next one is 3 games. And then it's a question of whether or not you're staying in the program. So I think you need to show at the very beginning of a season what that standard is, what that code of conduct, what you're willing to tolerate, what you're not willing to tolerate. It needs to be clear. You know, everybody needs to be on board with it. And if you have that, then there's some type of progression you can follow. I am one to try to save everyone. I want to keep everyone in the program, and I feel like you're probably pretty aligned with that. And that's for the parents too. And so, you know, there have been situations and parents that I've worked with through our program that this is bigger than football. This is about a better home life. This is about being a better dad, a better father, better role model. This is about being a better person in the community. And so I really want to try to talk and try to get to know that person that's in there and what struggles they're going through, and see if there's a way we can help that through the program. But at the end of the day, the standard is the standard. And if you keep going against that standard, you're not going to be able to stay with us. And people have to see that we've kicked out a couple people from our program as well. And it's not that you want to make them an example. It's just, listen, you continue to go opposite of what the standard is. And we've given you this and this and this, and now it's time to go.
Man, you own it. You own it. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. Let me say this before I get Coach Tim in here. You know, by trade, I'm a career consultant. Got my degree in human resource management. I was that hiring and firing guy. And then I started my own business and I was a career consultant. I'm helping executives get Fortune 500, six-figure, multi-six-figure jobs, helping people all around the world. So I got a unique insight and skill set on understanding what's on the other side of school, right? Whether it's, you finishing high school and just going straight to work, or you go to 4 year or go to grad school or whatever. I got a unique perspective on the job market and what hiring managers are looking for, because I was one of them, right? I mean, and now I've been an entrepreneur for just about a decade now, right? So I try to lead with that lens as well with these kids to try to help them understand that, look, your character, your ability to work with teams are so important to your development as an individual, as a human being, as an adult, because you're going to go out in this real world and you're going to understand it's hella competitive, right? I was helping executives, people who got 15 years of executive experience, try to find jobs, and they couldn't find one because the job market was so competitive. The company had just hired somebody who has less experience, pay them 30, 40, 50K less and be good. And so I had to work on branding and positioning my clients, right, for these jobs. And these people with multiple master's degrees and doctorates and you name it. So when I coach youth football and I talk about high value youth football programs, understand this, guys. I'm not just talking about them being good football players or athletes. Absolutely. I want them to be successful people in life.
Amen.
Like that's my mission. I always say this just about every show, is that when I get kids, especially on my Facebook page, I get kids I coached when I first started coaching when I was 20 years old, way back when. These kids married, got their own families, got their own careers now. And guess what they do? What's up, coach? Coach, man, how you doing, coach, man? Love you, coach. You know what I'm saying? That's priceless to me, because I'm looking at them. They got families. They got good careers. They're good men. They're good leaders. And knowing that I played a part in that, freaking priceless. You know what I'm saying?
I'm right there with you, coach. I think it's so funny too. I'm glad that I got to get on here and collab with you tonight. And I hope to do more, by the way. Hopefully we can connect after the show. Yes, I hire and fire people. I've got 18 campuses across the country, and there same thing. It is a competitive world we live in, and I think competing is important for kids to learn, which is why I love football so much. I think it's the ultimate competitive sport, and so they need to come in and they need to understand. And last night's breakdown after our practice, we talked about the word discipline, and discipline yourself so no one else has to. And we really tried to push that through to them to make them understand. And I told them, it's not about what you're doing right now. You discipline yourself now and learn that skill, and keep yourself from eating, junk food and sugary drinks, and taking care of your body, making sure you do your homework, making sure you make your bed. All that will align to when you're 25, 27, 28 years old. You're going to have a good job. You're going to have a good family. You're going to be a productive member in your community, wherever that may be, right? So all those things definitely come together. And at the end of the day, like Coach Tim said, we're trying to build young men.
Man, that's right. That's right. And speaking of Coach Tim, we saving the best for last, I think, right here. The wise Coach Tim. What you got, brother?
This is a discipline the parents question.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So the last time I was on, we kind of touched on a similar topic with the dealing with the parents, and I had told our story with our team where we currently don't have that issue, but I would say to get to that point, a few things happen. One, up front, you got to set those boundaries, and you got to be able to actually uphold those boundaries. So when parents are doing things they're not supposed to be doing, like one of the common things is coming on the field during practice, or calling out to the player, calling their player off the field during practice. Those sort of things you can't let slide because, like Coach B said earlier, the parents are watching. So if you let one parent do that or let some of those things slide, even with players coming late to practice when you've already made a statement or players missing practice and you made a statement where if a player misses practice, they're going to sit a quarter. Well, now they're watching to see if you're going to do that for your star player. And I look at that as an opportunity as a coach. When my star player messes up, I'm definitely making an example of you because now I know everybody's paying attention. So I'm definitely going to hold you accountable because they're going to watch and see how I handle you. So, that has to be the same with the parents, though, with those boundaries. You got to have someone on staff. I mentioned last time I was on, my head coach. He's a lot better at that than I am. I'm a little bit more that, defensive coordinator, blunt style.
Yeah.
He's great with the parents to where he can confront them and still be personable and people person. He can switch into that mode. During practice, I'm kind of in defensive coach mode, so I'm riled up. But he handles that, and we confront it head on in a way where it's diplomatic, but you got to keep those boundaries and uphold them. And then lastly, which you can get from all three of our stories, you got to be okay with them leaving your program if they're just not a fit. That's where we are now. Some of those parents have left the program, and we still see a lot of their players just in the league and stuff. And it's all love. The players still come up to me, say, "Hey, Coach Tim, give me a handshake and stuff," and I dap them up and I say, "Hey, man, have a great game today." But they saw that they didn't fit in our program, and that's fine. And if they can't fit, meet your standards, you got to be okay with letting them go and find a better fit for themselves and for your team to keep their culture that you're trying to build.
Well said. And one thing I learned, and it took me a little time to learn this, because I got into coaching at 20 years old, so I had a lot of growing pains. But once I became, a better leader and understood, organizational leadership, program management, all that good stuff, I've learned that being willing to let somebody go when you realize they're more of a liability than an asset, that's a superpower, man. When you become unafraid and unashamed of letting somebody go because they're more of a detriment to the program and to the overall vision, man, it's a superpower. And it always hurts because you care about the kid or the family or whatever. But sometimes when there's a misalignment, man, I hate to use this example, but I think it's this makes sense. It's just like a divorce or something. When there's such a bad level of alignment, misalignment, so that's so severe that it becomes irreconcilable, man, it's better to cut your losses, because the longer you try to hold on to that, the more it damages the whole body, the whole unit. It becomes toxic, right? So I'm telling you, when you learn to have a standard and stick to the standard and be an example, keyword, an example of the standard, amazing things will happen in your program. Every show I get asked about this check behind me, the ESPN and State Farm check that I got.
Yeah.
I got that just by having the standard. I was in the hood coaching, y'all. Like literally in the hood. We was practicing, we was doing summer workouts. And we was doing summer workouts behind the project homes because most of the kids didn't have rides. And, my Toyota Tundra could only hold, a certain amount, and I take who I could take. But it just made more sense to do our summer workouts where most of our kids were that year. Yep. And somebody took notice that, man, this dude doing something different. I wasn't trying to be seen. I wasn't doing content creation and all. I was just being the standard and doing what I knew what was right. And God blessed, Amen. And it gave birth to Coach Beast. And I realized that, man, I can take my model and my system and what I do, and I can help coaches around this world build high value youth football programs and be the standards in their league. And we can make youth football great again. Yeah. And that's my mission. This is why I do what I do every single freaking day, Well,
I love it. Like I said, I've been following you for the last couple of weeks. I am new to this content creation space. I think more of us that understand what the mission is and what the standard needs to be and can spread that, I think is important. So I'm gonna join you on this and really try to build myself up and have some kind of a voice out there digitally, as best I can anyway. But I will tell you this: the standard and the way that this sport requires, it's not a question, it's a requirement of discipline and standards. It has to be your number one priority. If you're building a program, you're in a program, you're coaching for a program, you hit those two things first, and everything else will align.
My goodness, well said, well said. So guys, we're about to get ready to end our live Q&A segment, but what I like to do is give final words, and then I want you guys to rep your program.
Yeah.
And we'll go from there. We'll start with Coach Tim. Coach, hey, I'm telling you, hey, Coach Tim he's the disciplinary wise coach. He's wise, but he's the disciplinary guy. I love to hear him when he speaks. So, Coach Tim, we'll give you the honors.
Hey, my last words, just appreciate you, Coach Beast. All the coaches tuning in, man. Make sure y'all continue to support the work that he's doing, man. This is helpful to all of us. It's helpful to the kids that we're working with. So it's benefiting everyone, man. So I just hope everyone continues to support. I'll continue to support and hop on as I have time and share some of my knowledge, but I always get knowledge from you and all the coaches you have on. So I appreciate what you're doing, man.
Well, Coach Tim, man, I appreciate you and your kind words, man. You know, you're always welcome on the panel. I love your wisdom. I love whenever you're on. I know this is your second time, but it's always rich, you know, and I absolutely love that. Do you want to shout out your program, Coach?
Marlboro Mustangs 9U program in Southern Maryland League. We call ourselves the Sonic Boys. Young kids, we like the Sonics, so we Sonic Boys. Shout out to them, man. Shout out last week, so shout out to my defense. Let's keep it up, guys.
Let's go. Let's go. Shout out to those Mustangs over there. Shout out to you, Coach. And of course, man, when you're back on, you're more than welcome on the panel, okay?
For sure.
All right. Good deal. So, Coach Phelan.
Close again. Coach Phelan. Stylen is what they used to call me.
I am so bad with names. I swear. One day I'm going to tell you a story with my wife. I tell you about that story, off air or something. But my wife, she knows, she's probably laughing. And it wasn't a good day. Let me put it like that with names. It wasn't a good day. But Coach, what are your last words, and shout out your team?
Yeah, man. A question popped up that I just want to touch on real quickly. Sure. James Brockington, you said at the 9U level, what's the best way to introduce film study so kids can stay engaged and learn from it? Quick tip: pick 5 plays from the game. Only review those 5 plays. Don't go any more than that. Don't go any less. Stick to those 5 plays. Focus on tackling, blocking, missed assignment that the whole team can enjoy and learn from, right? So that's the best way to introduce film, I think, at the youth level. So that's my final word. I've really enjoyed this panel, Coach Beast. I'm going to reach out to you, get my name, give you my number, and let's try to connect offline. So thank you for having me.
Hey, my pleasure, Coach. And look, I just dropped my email in the comments. Take my email me. Let's definitely connect off air, okay? Yes, I definitely, want to connect with you, and we get connected with everything that you've been talking about, content creation, all of it.
Yeah, I think your wife and my wife have been watching them. They're commenting each other on here. So maybe we need to come down to Alabama and watch you guys play or something. But I'll shout out my program real quick. Southport Developmental Football. We're at southportyouthfootball.com. We run K through 6th grade football at our program. We compete in the Central Indiana Bantam Football League. There's 8 different area teams that compete in it. It's a fun league. It's a 80 to 85% run league. And it's really, really good. But I will tell you this. Go to our website, southportyouthfootball.com. I have a resources page that has tons of drills, position-specific drills. It has coaches, strategies. It has practice plans. I'd be happy to share any of that with you guys. SouthportYouthFootball.com. I see some of my folks on here as well. Shout out to the Southport folks that hopped on here. I see a young Armenta on here. He's one of our best linemen. He's in our 7th grade program, he's a killer. So shout out to you too, Arthur. Anyway, thanks, Coach Beast. Thanks for having me on. Look forward to talking to you again real soon, man.
Hey, my pleasure, man. And again, guys, that's SouthportYouthFootball.com. Again, SouthportYouthFootball.com. I put it on there on the screen, guys. Go and show Coach some love. I'm telling you, game peeps game. And I'm telling you, it's a wise man right here. So, Coach, appreciate you so much. Coach Tim, appreciate you. And I will see y'all again real soon, all right?
Yes, sir. See you, sir.
All right, peace. All right, guys, man, was that not good? Was that not rich, man? That's so awesome, guys. Listen, guys, y'all just got a master class on how to manage and run your program, okay? Like a professional, okay? I'm telling you, that was a master class. And take this show, when we end the show and we go on replay, watch this show again, share it with your coaching staff, because this was one of the best shows to really give you guys nuggets and to really take you guys to the next level, especially if you've been coaching, let's say, under 5 years. Man, this is going to really save you from making a lot of like mistakes down the road, you know, like straight wisdom, guys, straight wisdom. So another thing I wanted to address, guys, as we switch gears here, is we have hit 70 likes. I was trying to find, let me see. Yeah, there we go. Miss B says we hit 70. So shout out to you guys again for hitting 70 likes. And so what we're going to do is we're going to get ready to give away some playbooks. How y'all like that? If y'all ready to give away some playbooks, right? Give me a hell yeah in the comments. Give me hell yeah. Give me a hell yeah. Miss B, let me know where we are right now with oh man. We're at 77 likes, y'all. We're at 77 likes. Y'all know if we hit 80 likes, I'm giving away 4 copies of my defensive system. 4 copies. Can we get 3 more likes? And when you hit that like button, I want you to comment like so I know you hit it. I want you to hit like so I know, man. Hey, look, I love this panel segment. I love this panel segment. I love it. I love it. I love it. Shout out to all the coaches who was on. Let me see. Let's see. Shout out to Driscoll, Coach Driscoll with the like. Shout out to him. Shout out to him. Listen. Everybody who's watching on TikTok, on Facebook, if you want to be a part of this playbook giveaway, I need you to hurry over to YouTube right now. Hurry over to YouTube right now. Just type in Coach Beast. You'll see our live stream. I'm only giving the playbooks away on the YouTube side. So I need you to come over to YouTube right now. Right now. Do me a solid. Come on over right now. When you come, hit the like button because we're about to get to these questions, okay? Honestly, guys, the panel is quickly becoming like my favorite segment, like for real. Like, do y'all like that panel segment? Let me know. Let me know. And do y'all like how we do Q&A with the panel on there? Y'all like that? Let me know. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up if y'all like that. And Miss B says, and Coach Wise, look, I'm going to say this too, to all the ladies who are on the show, whether you're a coach wife or parent, whatever, you are welcome on this show, man. Y'all are so welcome because y'all are a part of this community as well. Y'all are a part of Beast Nation, right? My programs wouldn't be what they are without Miss Beast. She was a hell of a team mom. She's a hell of a VP. And you guys matter, man. Y'all play a major role, in our success as coaches. I'm telling you. Because even though, like, I kid you not, guys, for my first about 8 years of coaching, I was basically the team dad. I was the head coach and I was the team dad. I had a team mom my first year. She was stealing money. Had to let her go. At 20 years old, had to let her go. And so it was hard for me to like trust somebody. And it took about 7, 8 years. And then, we was good. But like team moms, volunteers, y'all help make it easy for us because we're able to focus on football. Like I don't have to worry about any off-field operations in my program because Miss Beast handles it. So y'all are more than welcome on the show anytime. And y'all know everybody know Miss Beast by now, right? Sometimes she hop on the show and we are going to have another team mom segment soon. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, DGF. He's a Coach Beast youth football genius. Man, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for that compliment, man. And I do it all for you guys, man. So if y'all haven't already, do me this favor before we get to this giveaway. And by the way, I think we hit 80. We're at 84 likes now. Shout out to you guys, man. Love and appreciate you guys. If you haven't already, guys, hit that subscribe button because we're taking off, guys, with Beast Nation. Look, we got some big things coming down the pipe. Number one, for most of you guys, I know a lot of you guys may not know, I do one-on-one calls. So if a lot of you guys are dealing with some major issues, severe issues, and you need help fast, book a call with me. Just go to my Playbook store, book a call. I'll drop the link in the comments. Book a call with me. For some reason, a lot of people don't know that I do one-on-one calls. It's in the Playbook store. It's the third option, I think. You can book a call with me. Also, and mind you, I'm a consultant by trade, so I know my shit when it comes down to this stuff. So excuse my language. I hope I don't get demonetized with that. Number two, guys, a lot of you guys come and y'all have a lot of like, questions on coach. I want to change my formation, man. I want to run your system. Guys, my Beast Unleashed Playbook bundle is 90% off right now. 90% off. That's all 18 of my entire system, my offensive and defensive system. Plus, you get a coach's parents guide on how to deal with situations in your program dealing with parents. Literally in that guide, it tells you exactly what to do. Parent mass threaten to pull a kid out of the program. That's the problem. This the solution. Do X, Y, Z. Like literally is badass. Okay. And then guys, if you say, man, coach, I want to do one-on-one, but it's too much. I can't afford it. I want to get the bundle. I know it's 90% off, coach, but I can't afford it. Join the brotherhood, okay? Join the Beast Bloodline Brotherhood. That's my coaching community in school, guys. Okay? Let me just pull it up here. The Beast Bloodline Brotherhood is my coaching community of youth football coaches all around the world, guys. Okay? There you get all of my playbooks that I just talked about. You still get group mentorship with me, right? With a small group. If you like the show, you're going to love the War Room, which is this, but smaller. And it's us getting really tactical and really tailored to your program. You get tailored help to your program in the membership by yours truly and other like-minded coaches. And so to join the membership, guys, it's only $47 freaking dollars, man. That's Chick-fil-A, taking your family to Chick-fil-A, right? Like that's Chick-fil-A money. So I always say, invest in yourself, guys. This is an investment into your program. It's into your own coaching. It's a cheat. It's really a cheat code, because guess what? Most of the coaches that you play against in your league, they don't have a coach beast in their pocket. They don't have a membership in their pocket. But guess what? As you already know, Beast Nation is growing. I had a coach, man. It was so funny. I had a coach say, man, dude, everybody's running your stuff, man. I can't win for losing. Everybody's running your formations and stuff. My point to that is, join the membership and have the advantage before everybody else finds out about the Beast Bloodline Brotherhood. You better do it. It's smart. It's just smart. It's truly a no-brainer, guys. It's a no-brainer. So I really, I don't like pitching stuff to people. I really don't. I like people to follow their intuition. But at the same time, guys, I don't want you to miss out on an opportunity to really dominate and be the standard. And I'm going to say this and I'm going to be done with it. The bloodline, the membership, the Beast Bloodline Brotherhood, it's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. Let me explain. If you don't want to be a high-value youth football coach, it's not for you. If you don't want to build a high-value youth football program, it's not for you. If you don't want to make youth football great again, it's not for you. But if you want to be a high-value youth football coach, the group is absolutely for you. If you want to have a high-value youth football program, it's for you. If you want to make youth football great again and be a part of the movement of coaches that's going to make youth football change the whole complexion of what youth football is by having a standard and about all the things that the coaches we all talked about on the panel. If you want to be a part of this movement, if you want to be able to wear this logo, right? And all the merch and all of that stuff to go with it, join the brotherhood. Join my Beast Bloodline Brotherhood community, guys. That's the way to go. That's the way to go. All right, guys. With that being said, let's get ready to give away the first playbook. Let's get it. So for those who don't know, the way we give away the playbook is I'm going to start with a question, right? I'm going to ask a question. Those who get it correct, I'm going to pick the winner from those who get it correct. If you get it wrong, okay? If you get it wrong, sorry, wait to the next question, the next giveaway. All right, guys? So here we go. Here we go. And I had to do that little talk too. I wanted to make sure my TikTok people was able to come over and my Facebook people was able to come over. So here we go. First question, guys. First question. What month did I say exposes weak programs? What month did I say exposes weak programs? and while I'm doing this, I'm going to respond to this super chat. Let's see here. There we go. Coach James says, how is your show always hitting on my coaching situations? Getting weird. Sorry, I'm late, coach. First and foremost, thank you, man, for the super chat, coach. Man, I'm telling you, bro, like I've been doing this so long. I know what a lot of you guys be going through at certain times, I just know because I've done it for so long, and I try to just meet y'all where y'all are and what y'all could be going through. If y'all not going through anything and y'all good, I had a guy say, well, coach, my program okay. Well, good for you. Good for you. I'm glad it is. Then, all right, hit the like button, move on. It's not for you. But for the other coaches who are having a tough time or going through some bull crap right now, this is for you, right? If your program good, enjoy the show, right? Or enjoy the content. We want your program good. But if you are going through a situation, I'm here to help you solve the big ass problems. That's what it's about. I'm here to help you solve the big problems. All right. So let's see. We got a lot of people say October. We got August. We got October. Okay. Good stuff. Let me see here. So let me give y'all the answer. Since we're giving away 4 playbooks, where we at on likes, Miss Beast? Make sure we still at 4 playbook giveaways. So here's the answer. What month did I say exposes weak programs? Pouche said May. Cool. The answer is, let me do the drum roll. October is the month that exposes weak programs. So if you got that correct, congrats. So let's pick a winner. Let me pick a winner here. Pick a winner. Okay, we got a winner. So the winner of the Beast Unleashed Defensive Playbook System is, drum roll, Coach Ray. Congrats. All right. So what I'm going to do for everybody's that's the winner, y'all just hang tight. I'm going to give my email and you're going to just email me. Just email me your name and of course, name and what you won and all of that good stuff. And like I always say, if I don't respond back within 48 hours, because sometimes I get busy, after 48 hours, just message me again and remind me and I'll send it over. All right. Miss B says we're at 89 likes, guys. Woo, 89 likes. One more like, and I'm giving away 5 of these big boys. Man, y'all are cooking tonight. Y'all are straight cooking tonight. Shout out to you. Y'all, if y'all ready for the next question, can I get a hell yeah in the comments? Give me a hell yeah. I want a hell yeah in the comments. And again, guys, thank y'all for watching on TikTok and Facebook. Appreciate y'all. If y'all want to be a part of the giveaway, just come on over to the YouTube side. Just search Coach Beast and join the show. That way, next time, guys, I'm going to try to get a link for you so you can just click on the link and join the show next time. Appreciate you guys so much, man, for rocking with me. Thank y'all guys so much. Let me see here. We got another super chat too. Coach James again. Shout out to you for the next super chat. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all for the super chats. I get excited with super chats, guys. So he says, what ethical reasons should you fire a coach on your staff? How do most clubs handle coach disputes? Should you call out your HC for bad calls or no? Ooh, it's a lot of questions in there. Let me answer this question. Y'all are so funny in the comments too. So let me answer this in pieces real quick. I'm going to let a coach go when he's trying to sabotage the program. I let the coach go when I know that he's doing something like trying to or has stolen money. He's cheated, like he's tried to swap jerseys or tried to do something behind my back. Once I lose trust with you, it's over. Once I lose trust, it is a wrap. And look, check this out, guys. I'm of the persuasion that you fire early, you fire fast. You hire slow, you fire fast. Y'all got me? Fire fast. I don't put up with no sabotaging and stuff like that. Don't play games with that. How do most clubs handle coach disputes? Honestly, I don't know how most clubs handle coach disputes, but for me, um, if there's an issue in the program, let's say I find out coaches are talking crap behind my back, which most of you guys are going to have assistant coaches is going to say something negative about you. Something, some of it's just tongue in cheek. Some of it's need to be addressed. If somebody's saying something negative about me, especially as it relates to my character, and they're trying to spread it to the other coaches or the parents, I'm going to address that coach directly with a neutral witness. That's what I do. I will address it. And I'll try to get to the bottom of what's the problem. If he's trying to just sabotage the program, he's gone. But if it's just like a disagreement or something like that, and we able to squash it, cool, that's great. But if it's something where he's just being messy, drama-filled, or toxic, I will address it. If he do it again, I will address it one more time with a final warning, just like it's a workplace dispute. And if he does it a third time, he is gone from my program. So that's kind of how I do it. 3 strikes, you're out kind of rule. Should you call out your HC for bad calls or no? I wouldn't do it. Nah, I wouldn't do it. I'm big on respect. I'm big on respect. And when you call out a coach, just, like for like bad calls or something, no, don't call them out on that. The best thing to do is have a one-on-one or a conversation with a neutral witness. I always like a neutral witness, guys, because the way the world is now, if anything pop off where he's just having a bad day, get mad, punch you in the face, and y'all get to fight, it don't need to be just hearsay. It need to be a neutral witness there who can account, right? So just have a private conversation with them. And usually when it gets to a point where you guys are unaligned so bad, usually you're going to get ready to leave that program anyway, usually, when it's lack of alignment. All right. And then Coach Ray, shout out to you for the super chat, brother. Thank you, brother, and appreciate what you're trying to accomplish here. I see the vision. Keep grinding. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, brother. We're going to do it, man. It takes people like you and everybody else on the show, man, to make it what it is. All right, guys, here is the next question. So let me see. We only gave away 1 playbook. Man, y'all got me working tonight, man. I got to give away 4 more of these bad boys. All right, here's the next question, guys. So early in the show, we was talking about defenses collapsing and why do they collapse, right? The question is, why do most youth football defenses collapse by mid-season? Why do most youth football defenses collapse by mid-season? Let me know. This is a good one. A little tougher than the first one. And there's a few acceptable answers. Let me see here. What y'all got? Y'all quiet on this one. Y'all very quiet. TikTok, y'all on it. Uncle B, come on over to YouTube, man, with that answer. Uncle B, come on over to YouTube with that answer, man. Good answer. Just come over to YouTube, look up Coach Beast, drop your answer. Okay. I see y'all. Let's see. I see y'all. See you, Coach Diaz. I see you, Coach James. Coach Hernandez. Shout out to y'all for rocking with me too, guys. If y'all just coming on to the Beast Pod, we are giving away playbooks. We doing what we love to do over here. We are givers. So we're giving away my defensive system, the 4-4 Reaper, 425 Ring of Fire, and the 6-2 Savage. So we're on our second one, 2 of 5 that we're giving away tonight. Oh my goodness, y'all are cooking tonight. All right. Let me see here. Think we got a winner. Think we got a winner. All right. So the question is, why do most youth football defenses collapse by mid-season? These are the acceptable answers. All right. No standards in practice, poor tackling, or fundamentals. I will accept bad fundamentals. I'll take that too. No adjustments and poor conditioning. Poor conditioning. All right. So those are the ones that I would accept. Okay. Again, no standards in practice, poor tackling and fundamentals, no adjustments, and poor conditioning. All right. Let me see who got this right. Let me see who, man, some of y'all close though. Some of y'all close. Y'all just put the wrong words. All right. I'm picking the winner. Y'all bear with me. Y'all bear with me. Some of y'all was close. All right. Boom. Okay. Here we go. So the winner of the second playbook is Coach Hemi Hendricks. Congratulations, brother. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. So again, guys, if you won, just hang tight. I'm going to drop my email so you can email me. But I'm gonna go and announce all the winners first before I do it because I don't want to type this 4 times. All right. Congratulations. Congratulations, Coach. All right, guys. Let's see. Next question. Okay, here we go. What's the number one thing a head coach must demand to survive in October? What's the number one thing a head coach must demand to survive in October? And there's 2 acceptable answers that I got here. Let me check out you guys over here. And shout out to TikTok, man. We had 11,000 likes over here on TikTok. Unbelievable. 11,000 likes on TikTok. Shout out to TikTok. Let me see if I can. Over 11,000 now. Shout out to you. All right. Let's see what we got. We got effort. Shout out to you, Holly. Shout out to you, Holly. Shout out to all the ladies, man, on the show. Again, man. Shout out to y'all. That's so abrupt. I'm trying to get better with this sound, y'all. Y'all show me some grace on the sound. Shout out to the ladies, though. All right, let's see. We got standards and effort. We got discipline. Okay. Miss Beast says we are 91 likes. Guys, if we hit 100 likes, I'm giving away 6 of these bad boys. Can we get to 100? If we get to 100 likes, 9 more likes, I'm giving away 6. So this is our 3rd one, I believe. This is our 3rd one. This is crazy. Shout out to you guys. All right. So here is the answer. What's the number one thing a head coach must demand to survive October? The answer is, I'm not going to do the drums. The answer is standards or discipline. Standards or discipline. I would have accepted either one of those. Okay. So if you put discipline, you're good. If you put standards, you're good. All right. All right. We got a winner too. All right. And the winner of the third, I think it's the third, yeah. The winner of the third playbook giveaway is Warner Robins Sports. Warner Robins Sports. Congratulations, my man. Congratulations. All right, let's keep it moving, shall we? I got to give away, let's see. This is the fourth one? Yeah, I got to give away, what, 3 more of these things? This is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. How many more of these things I got to give up? We haven't hit 100 yet, have we? So I got to give away, let's see, we had 4. No, I got to give away 2 more. 2 more I got to give away. But if we hit 100, I got to give away 3 more. Okay. Goodness, man. Pressure. Thanks, Coach Drew. Appreciate you, brother. We giving away stuff. I'm telling you, TikTok fam, we giving away stuff over here on the show. All I need you to do, come over to the YouTube side, right? Look up Coach Beast. You'll see us live. If you want to be able to get the playbook, I see some of you guys saying y'all want the playbook. Come on over, join the party, okay? Somebody asked earlier, what's best, TikTok or YouTube in terms of watching the show? I say YouTube because with YouTube, it's the mainstream in terms of being a part of the giveaways, jumping on the panel, all of that. You know, if you watch it on Facebook or TikTok, you know, you can watch the show and I will read your comments and stuff, but to ensure that I'm able to really engage with you, really YouTube is where it is. And, you know, y'all know IG banned me and they haven't responded to none of my requests and stuff. They banned me for highlighting a bad program, doing inappropriate things and showing how wrong it was. And they banned me. Crazy, banned me like I posted it. So it's crazy. Right now, I got a love-hate relationship with IG, man. They did me wrong. They did me dirty. All right. Next question. This is a tough one. I'm telling you right now, this is a tough one. And if you guys just coming on to the show, man, welcome to the show. Go on and hit that like button. When you hit that like button, I want you to type like in the comments. Hit that like button and then comment and make sure you hit that subscribe button as well if you haven't subscribed yet. All right. Question number 4. What are the 3 principles? Oh, you know what? I didn't go over this. I can't even ask y'all this question. Okay. Hold on, guys. I gotta pivot. I gotta pivot real quick because I didn't even get to this segment. Let me see. Let me go to my show notes. Okay. Here's the question, guys. Give me 2 reasons why coaching staffs fail. Give me 2 reasons. I talked about 4 reasons why coaching staffs fail, but give me 2 reasons why coaching staffs fail. Coach Drew, you already know, brother. I'm going to question y'all with what y'all learned on the show because, yes, this show is for entertainment purposes, but I also want to make sure y'all guys are learning and can apply this stuff, right? I want to make sure y'all apply what y'all are learning on the show because this stuff is gems. This is rich. Like literally, y'all already know my ambition right now, man. The Beast Pod, we're trying to make this the best podcast for youth football in the world. You know, we want this podcast not only to be the #1 podcast for youth football coaches. That's the foundation. But we want to make this a place where parents, refs, you know, anybody that's connected into the football community, right, can be a part of and get their questions answered and can get help and can get guidance and don't feel alone. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. All right, let's see here. Let's see what we got. We got lack of trust, lack of leadership. We got alignment, communication. We got communication and pride. We got leadership. Uh-oh. We got no trust, lack of communication. Okay, y'all struggling a little bit. Y'all struggling. Okay. Some of y'all close. Some of y'all are close. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice tonight. I'm gonna be nice tonight. Just give me one reason why coaching staffs fail. Just give me one reason. Miss B says she feels 100 coming, guys. She feels 100 likes. Hey, we actually got only one more like to get us to 100 likes. Oh, shucks. 100 likes. This is our first live. Usually we hit 100 likes on the show with the replay, right? We hit 100 likes on the. Thank y'all so much, man. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate you guys. Y'all are awesome. We are making youth football great again. Whether y'all know it or not, we're making it great again because even once this show is over, we go on the replay and it goes to thousands and thousands of coaches all around, right? And shout out to Southport. Shout out to Southport. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's awesome. That's awesome. So let's get back to it. We got no standards. Poor practice plan. Oh, man. Poorly executed planning. Man, we got ego. We got lack of communication. All right, here's the answer. Here's the answer. Man, I'm giving away what? Let me see. I don't know where I'm at. This is the 4th playbook. All right. So the answer is reasons why coaching staffs fail. Number 1, no alignment. No alignment. That's number 1. Number 2, blaming kids instead of coaching. Y'all remember that one? That was a big one, right? Coaches blaming the kids while they ain't winning or whatever and not blaming themselves, being accountable, right? Number 3, ego and drama. Ego and drama. And then number 4, I've seen a lot of you guys put this too, lack of leadership from the head coach. All right. Lack of leadership from the head coach. So really good, guys. Really good. Y'all pull deep for that one. Okay. All right. Let's pick a winner. Think I got it. All right. So the winner of the 4th playbook giveaway is we got Coach Diddy DT, and that's no Diddy. Let's go. Congratulations, Coach. Man. Let's get it. Man, we absolutely crush this light goal. We have absolutely crushed this light goal tonight, y'all. Crazy, 102 likes. Let's freaking go, man. That's what I'm talking about. Coach James says, bringing you to Canada, my guy. We balling too. Hey, come on, brother. Hey, I love to come to Canada. Love to come to Canada. You know, it's funny. Me and Miss Beast, right? We always talking about places we're planning to go. And Canada is on that short list. We want to get there, man. Love, love, love to come to Canada, brother. Absolutely love it. Coach Hendricks, I hear you, brother. He said, thank you, Coach. Feeling I learned some from you, man. That's what it's all about, man. If y'all want me happy, just let me know y'all learned something from the show, right? Like I know the show is for entertainment purposes, but I'm an educator. I like to teach people, right? I just want to make sure I'm adding value to you guys, right? Put a 1 in the comments if this show adds value to you. Put a 1 in the comments if this show adds value. That'll mean a lot to me. And Coach did it. Again, everybody who won the playbook, hang tight. I'm going to give you my email address. Email me tonight. Oh my goodness, these ones. Woo! I see y'all. Just when I give you my email, just email me tonight or in the morning. Let me know. Use one of the winners. Put your name. And you're good to go. Give me 24 to 48 hours to send you the playbook. If you don't hear from me within 48 hours, just email me again, and I'll be sure to give it to you. All right. All right, guys. Next question. Let me see. We got 2 more to give away. I'm loving it, y'all. I'm loving it. Y'all pulling me because now I gotta come up with questions off the rip. So let's see here. Y'all bear with me. Okay, here go one. So we was talking on the show as to, what are things coaches need to focus on, the things that I keep teaching that coaches keep forgetting about, right? And I said, at the end of the day, I said, coaches make the mistake of teaching and then having their kids repeat, right? But that's the wrong way to do it. You got to teach blank. You got to teach blank, then have them repeat, then sprinkle a little motivation on there. What's that second thing they got to do? Teach blank, repeat, sprinkle a little motivation. What's that word I'm looking for? Ooh-wee. What is it, y'all? What is it? Let me know. 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 I got to watch. Jesse James says blocking. Grindale says critique. But Leo, I hope I said that right. Teach, demonstrate, critique, repeat. Close. All right. Here's the answer. So, of course, guys, the proper way to coach these kids and develop them. Listen to what I'm about to say, because this is foundational for your success as a coach. It took me years to learn this, right? You got to teach, critique, and then have them kids repeat the right technique, okay? And then you sprinkle the motivation in there. Teach, critique, and have them repeat the right motivation. Y'all got it? Hey guys, look, if y'all don't learn anything else from this show, that's foundational, because most youth football coaches, they teach, they skip critique, and then they have the kids repeat, and then they wonder why their kids can't execute, because you didn't fine tune them. Critiquing don't mean cussing them out and harassing them. No, critiquing means correcting something that they did they did incorrectly. If they're using the wrong technique to catch, critique it. If they're using the wrong technique to block, critique it, fine tune it, and then have them repeat the proper action. And then once they do it right, have them repeat it, high reps. They go back to what my next question is going to be in a minute. All right. So the winner of the, what's this, the fourth one or the fifth one, y'all? Winner of the fifth Playbook giveaway, I believe it is. Coach Hernandez Jr. Congratulations, Coach. And Coach stood out because he just went all the way in. He just stood out. And but just so you guys know, when I'm picking winners, like literally, like I go straight off of intuition, y'all. Like it's no bias or anything, man. I go straight off. Like literally, you got it right. My intuition go off. I thought, oh, well, he meant to have it. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. All right, this the last one, right? This 6. This next one is the last one. I think this is the last one. All right, so here's the question. Coach said, is it the first person or random person? Random person, Coach. Random person. Sometimes it is the first person, but not because I'm looking for the first person. It's just it's random. Like if they get it right, I scan, and then my intuition just hit, and I just pick somebody. Yep. All right, last question, guys. So we talked about teaching, critiquing, repeating, and sprinkling motivation in there, right? Now, once you get that dialed in as a coach and you're starting to teach your kids, you'll begin to see development, right? Once these kids are doing the right techniques, right? Now we go to phase 2. Phase 2 is we teach high reps, right? High reps builds what? High reps builds what? Let me know. What does high reps build? What we got? 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 Oh, I see y'all. I see muscle memory. See morale. I see consistency. Nice. I love that word. That's been my word of the day, actually, consistency. Literally, since I woke up this morning, I've probably seen the word consistency 7 times. And consistency is a principle that I live by, y'all. Like, I get a lot of people, who see my success online. And let me move my TikTok people over here. A lot of people see my success online, especially local people who know me, maybe went to college with me. And they say, hey, Coach Beast, man, what do you do to be successful? Like be a successful content creator. First thing I say, man, consistency. If you're not willing to be consistent, not only in content creation, but anything, to be successful in life, consistency, man, because I'm telling you, if you want to be successful, understand this. When you start, you're not going to be the same person when you're in the process of pursuing whatever, endeavor you are pursuing. I can go back and look at my first video I did. And, I had, for a lot of you guys who don't know, I had dreadlocks. I had dreads. I was growing for 9 years. So y'all go back. I had dreads. I was 314 pounds. I was trying to be a strong man. I still got the beard, but I had a big scruffy beard. I like a caveman, right? And I was literally in this small room at my lake house doing, videos. That's how I got started with this thing. And those videos are horrible. It's hard for me to even watch them, right? But my consistency over 3 years has really evolved me, and I'm still evolving, right? I'm still evolving. I'm still going to another level. So if you want to be successful at whatever, I don't care what you're doing in your career, you may not want to be a content creator. You may only want to be an entrepreneur. You may want to, I don't know, be an exec, whatever. Consistency, man, because you learn so much through consistency. All right. So the answer is, okay, let's go to the question. The question was, of course, teach, critique, and repeat, sprinkle motivation in there, right? And then once you got that down pat, high reps builds confidence. High reps builds confidence. It builds confidence. So that's it. That's it. Confidence is the answer. All right, let's see here. We got a winner. We got a winner. Oh, crap. All right. So the winner of the fifth playbook is Let's get Pouche some love up in here. Congratulations. I hope I said that right. Pouche. Congratulations. Congratulations. You are the winner of the fifth. You are the winner of the fifth. Man. Shout out to you guys. Hey, I got a question. If y'all still on the screen, y'all want to give away one more playbook? If y'all want to give away one more playbook, give me a hell yeah. Let's give away a bonus playbook. How about that? Give me a hell yeah if y'all want me to give away one more. Let's get it. Let's get it. Y'all let me know. Let me know. Y'all want me to give away one more? I love this. I love this. Icy Fat Boy. Shout out to you. He says, how do I join the bloodline? How do I join the bloodline? So what do you do is, Miss Beast, what I'm going to do, Miss Beast, I'm going to drop the link to the bloodline into the chat. And anybody else who want to join, y'all able to copy this link and join. But I'm going to drop the link into the comments, Miss Beast, and just copy that link and drop it into the TikTok feed for me. Can you do that for me? Do that for me. I just dropped the link. This is the link for those who want to join the bloodline. Love to have you guys. I'm telling you, no brainer right there. All right. Copy that link for me, Miss Beast, and just drop it into the TikTok chat. So guys who's watching on TikTok, if you want to join, Miss Beast is going to drop the link, okay? And if for some reason you're having a problem with the link, you can just go to my link in the bio and go to the second option. You'll see it. It'll say join the bloodline or join the brotherhood, and just click join, and it'll take you to the page to join, okay? And you'll be good to go. All right. Man, appreciate you. Appreciate you, coach. Appreciate you. Still appreciate you being on the panel too. Awesome, man. Looking forward to talking to you too off the show. All right. Last question, bonus question. Here we go. Oh, I feel bad for the people who dipped out. They didn't know I was doing a bonus. Sucks for them. All right, bonus question. Here we go. So we know that high reps builds confidence, right? But confidence builds what? And that thing, whatever that thing is, it equals what? So it's two things. It's a progression, right? High reps equals confidence, confidence equals blank, and blank equals blank. What are those two things? Let me know. Let me know what y'all got. I see y'all over there on TikTok. You see what my Facebook fam is doing over here. I'm telling you, Facebook fam, I'm gonna have to like straight up figure out how to see this comments feed, because for some reason, the way Facebook is set up, I cannot see y'all. I don't know why. Let me see. Okay, I may be able to see it now. Oh, we. All right, let's see what we got. What we got. We got success in winning. We got success. Coach G says confidence equals success. I don't think nobody, hold on. Nobody got it fully right yet. Oh, well, we got a winner. We got a winner. We got a winner. All right, let me make sure I got that. All right. All right. So here's the answer, guys. So high reps equals confidence, right? High reps equals confidence. Confidence equals speed. Confidence equals speed. Okay. So in other words, wait a minute. I don't have a winner. I don't have a winner. Okay. Dang. Okay. So confidence equals speed, right? Because the more these kids get comfortable doing what they're doing, I think a few of you guys said muscle memory earlier. They build muscle memory through repetition. And these kids are going to be moving even faster. They're going to be flowing to the ball. You'll be watching them, and it's like, dang, they're executing. They're moving fast. They're moving fast because they know what they're doing. They got confidence, and their speed increasing because they're not confused. They know what they're doing. They're playing more aggressive because they know what they're doing. They got a swagger to them, right? And so when that happens, so with the speed, I just gave you one part of the answer, right? Now they got speed, and that speed is going to equal what? Blank. Speed is going to equal what? Give it to me, y'all. I just threw y'all a layup. I just gave y'all a layup. No, I gave y'all an alley-oop. What y'all got? What y'all got? So again, fill in the blank, right? This is kind of a fill in the blank question. High reps equals confidence. Confidence equals speed. But then speed equals what? So I gave y'all the answer, the first part of the answer, which is speed. So we already got that down pat. So a lot of you guys already put speed. You right, okay? But speed After speed, it equals what? What does speed translate into? Oh, this is funny. Hey, we got all kind of answers. We got all kind of answers, man. Perfection. Oh man. All right, all right. we got drive. This is funny. No pressure, y'all. No pressure. All right, we got a winner. We got a winner. Hey, Coach B's been listening for a few months, but never caught a live. Well, man, I'm glad you called us. You called us on the back end, but you called us though, man. You called us. And for everybody who don't know, while the football season is going on, we have changed the time of the live to be Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's like a really good sweet spot. 7 o'clock was a little too early during the season because a lot of you guys still practicing and stuff. But 8 p.m. Central Standard Time has been amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right, so we got a winner. We got a winner. We got a winner. We got a winner. So high reps equals confidence. Confidence equals speed, right? And speed equals wins. Speed equals wins because the more confident your guys become, right? The more confident they become, the faster they're going to play, the better they're going to execute, right? And this is going to translate into a hell of a lot of wins for you guys. That's it. That's the formula. Those are the outcomes. All right. So we have a winner. The winner of the 6th or 7th playbook. I don't know no more. But the winner of the playbook giveaway is Coach Berry. Shout out to you, Coach Berry. Shout out to you, Coach. Coach Berry is actually the only one that put the right answer on that one. And I know some of y'all put the right answer after I said it. It's all good, though. It's all good. Shout out to you, Coach Berry. So for everybody who won, okay, this is what I need you to do. You can do this tonight or you can do this in tomorrow, okay? No pressure. All I need you to do is email me. Let me know you was the winner of the playbook giveaway tonight. Make sure you put your name and make sure you specify what you won, which is the defensive playbook system. The defensive playbook system, okay? This is my email. Go ahead and get it. I'm going to leave it up for a minute. Look, none of you guys try to message me, especially for those who watching on the replay. Don't message me saying, well, I won the playbook. No, because guess what? Coach Beast and Miss Beast, we watched the replay too. And I write down everybody who won anyway. So we're not going to miss anybody. So, guys, that's it for the show tonight, man. Hey, if y'all learn something, I want y'all to put, I don't know. Let's see. If y'all learn something, just put a 2 in the comments. Put a 2. Put a 2 in the comments if y'all learn something. Just put a 2. And just know, y'all, man, at the end of the day, man, I love this. I love helping y'all. I love just showing up for you guys on the show. And, you know, the biggest thing is it hurts me when you guys miss the show. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you subscribe. That's really important because, guys, guess what? We have over 3,000 new followers within a month. 3,000 new followers in a month. And it's all thanks to you guys, what y'all do on the show, how y'all show up, how y'all, you know, some of you guys may miss the live show, but y'all come back on the replay, right? And y'all hit the like and all of that. Like all of this stuff matters, man. And I appreciate it because, We're trying to make youth football great again. That's our goal in this whole thing, and I'm so dedicated to it, because at the end of the day, y'all see how our society is right now, man. It's a mess. It's a mess, and I truly believe that we as parents, coaches, volunteers, we can help the next generation, be better than this generation, even, right? We can help make youth football great again. But in doing so, we help make our society great again. No matter where you are, we got coaches in America, we got coaches in Mexico, Germany, Canada, right? Japan. We got coaches in the UK, all over the place, that follows the Beast Nation movement, and I see this as a movement. Beast Nation is a movement, and we're going to make youth football great again. And we can only do that with you joining me on this movement as we educate and we inspire and we have high value youth football programs. This is the key. This is the key. I want to help each and every one of you guys be high value youth football coaches. If you're not a coach and you like a team mom, a volunteer, a parent, I want you to be high value. Y'all got me. I want y'all to be high value. What does high value mean? It just means you're going to be of high usefulness to your program, whatever program you, high usefulness. What that mean? Let me break it down even farther. You're making an impact in the life of them kids. You're making an impact in your community. You're changing lives. You're being a resource. Y'all got me? So my goal is to help everybody that's connected to me in this Beast Nation movement. We're going to make youth football great again by being high value and building high value youth football programs all around the nation. We got too many piss poor programs in leagues out here, right? The more teams we have that are quality and have a standard, right? The more we have standard in our leagues, the better the quality of the sport's going to be. Then as we conquer youth football, we're able to spread out to other youth sports, whether it's baseball, softball, soccer, volleyball, whatever. We're going to make all of it great again, because now we are changing and reshaping the way young people view sports, and not only sports, but life. Because guess what? Some of these kids don't have good parents. I've coached for a long time, and I've seen kids with piss poor parents, right? I've seen kids with piss poor parents, and they raising themselves. And the only mentor or a form of inspiration they got is the coach or the team mom or a parent that's there, right? So for a lot of our kids, you are the only hero, the only light that kid will see. So we want to make sure that we're able to get these kids out of these, kind of plant those positive seeds in the life of these kids so they don't go back to the streets and be jailbirds, or they don't, fall prey to these prisons or the grave or whatever, right? We don't want that. We want to help these kids be productive people. We want them to have good families, good careers, right? Be outstanding citizens, be successful in life. That's why I do it. That's why I've done it so long. I don't have a son that I coach in youth football. I don't have a son. I've dedicated myself to coaching youth football for so long because I see the need to help. These kids don't have good parents, good, support at home. And guess what? You're not only the youth football coach, the team mom, the super parent. For some of you, you're not only coach, but your uncle, your dad, your mom, your teacher, you're the OG, right? Your mentor, your business coach, your leadership coach. You're wearing multiple hats. And a lot of you already know, if you're a youth football coach anyway, you wear multiple hats anyway. right? For some kids, I've been unk. For other kids, I've been a life coach. You know, it's a kid me and Miss B talking about today. He got into some trouble out of my program, and he did some things that he regretted, and now I gotta go, and I gotta go and be unk. I gotta be mentor. I gotta be OG. Because being a youth football, man, this is good. Being a youth football coach is a calling, man. Did y'all hear me? Being a youth football coach is a calling. That's why I take what I do so serious. With God has blessed me to build a platform, regardless of all the haters and all the people that I've been, dealt with building this platform on a daily basis. You get haters every day. But God has blessed me to build a platform to where now I'm educating and empowering youth, coaches, really leaders in all sports leadership. God has put me in a position to be able to really help empower leaders now. A lot of people say, man, you still coach youth football? Dude, I coach coaches now. I mentor coaches now. I mentor leaders now. That's who I am. God has raised me up and put me on a platform where I'm able to now help leaders, help coaches, mentor, lead coaches. And I don't take it lightly. I don't take this lightly, man, because I understand the impact. It goes beyond the sport. That's just a vehicle. But the mission is to change lives and make a positive impact in our society so we can have more families, have better quality men and women in our society for the generation after them, and then after them, and then after them, right? That's what it's about. That's what it's about, y'all. So, I know I joke with you guys and I have a blast, but truly at the core of what I do, it's all about God. It's all about the calling that he got on my life. And the calling he got on my life is to help make youth football great again. How do I do that? I do it by coaching coaches, mentoring leaders in sports at every level, man. It's starting with youth football, but I got high school coaches, middle school coaches, college coaches, programs. That's my calling. And guys, I swear to God, I know I'm talking about God and I'm swearing, but I swear to you guys, like this is hitting me as I'm talking to you right now. It's hitting me as I'm talking to you guys right now. That's my calling. And so, guys, if you rock with me, let's do this thing, man. Guys, I'm finna start coming to your programs. Y'all, look, I don't care where you are. If y'all want me to come and speak, email me. If y'all want me to come and speak at your program or at an event, go ahead and email me now, because I'm telling you, once this train gets to moving, it's already hard to get me. Y'all know that. It's already hard to get me. But once this train start moving and I'm booked out, you may have to wait a year or two. I don't want you to wait a year or two. Go ahead, hit me up. Hit me up if y'all want, because I'm telling you, everybody's that connected to Beast Nation, we finna freaking change this freaking world. We finna change society. I swear by it. I swear by it. I swear by it, man. We're about to take over this thing, because at the end of the day, it's about these kids. It's about our society. It's about these families, man. And that's just how we're going to do it, guys. So that's it, guys, for the show tonight, man. Hope y'all got value, man. God bless you guys. Love you guys. Again, if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel as we spread the movement, spread everything about making youth football great again. That's what we are all about, guys. Big things are coming, guys. And again, our show is going to be, our next show is going to be next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's again Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right, guys. Till next time, y'all be blessed and be stout. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.